so we don't
A monitor.
have a repeat.
I'm working on it.
Working on it.
I'm working on it. Just something
I'm
Irish when I
working
do.
on it.
I'm working on it, lad.
Oh, they may hosting somebody.
Yeah,
Man.
we have to fix that.
Hey. Probably say me. It's partially gay.
What did I say about going in my shed?
Hey.
All right, now hold on.
Alright, am I good? Am I good?
I don't know. I'm trying to load it up.
I'm good. 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 I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah. By the way, just saying, we should all be spectating. Just in case something happens.
Something happens.
We don't have a pit master. Or whatever the fuck it is.
Headmaster.
So, yeah. We don't
A
have like
moderator?
we should all be watching just in case something like goes wrong and somebody doesn't catch it because we don't have anybody who monitors this shit. So we gotta kind of make sure that things don't
We
go-
self-monitor.
Don't worry, Eric. It's fine.
Pitmaster.
All right. Well,
I remember when I met my first love, Dr. Mario.
what?
Oh yeah, you weren't there for that story. I believe there was a timeline for this.
All right. Well, you'll have to tell me after the game.
Uh,
Hello everyone. Welcome to a completely not on the right time at all episode of Fall As They May. Don't go looking for episode 64, by the way, because my dumbass didn't realize that I was muted the entire time. So
What a
literally
guy.
all my dialogue and everything I described is gone.
Eric, you'd be the most important person to hear.
Yes.
It's gone.
But it's fine. We will push on, and I will do my best to recap as much as I can. So last we left off, after exiting the house of this dragonborn artificer, the favored few made their way into Swinden proper, where they sought out a magic shop, as well as a number of other shops. One of these shops, owned by an interesting individual named Helix Dane, who seemed to be either rather socially awkward or extremely socially inept. As they attempted to have conversation with him and discuss possible trade or magic items or potions in his possession, Ezreal made the choice to trade Bloodied Reverence for a +3 shield, to which she was very sad about. And might go back for it later. We'll see. After that time, and after a very awkward goodbye, they made their way to the Swan Estate, where they met with Dayton's father, and after attempting to inform him as to what had been going on, seemed to completely not believe his son, believing that he was just trying to make up a story to allow himself more freedom than he had already been given. After which time Ezreal attempted for quite a while to play the role of the humble individual meeting nobility, to which she was told to stop.
Stop sucking my dick.
They mounted up on horseback, and oh, sorry, no, because I actually have to recap the full fucking thing. Before that, Gu, after acquiring some supplies, made his way to the stables alongside Aster, and during a discussion between the two of them about what they had heard and just the nature of Aster's existence, Gu began cleaning Hornet and tending to him after the long journey, at which point his artifact acquired a new stage of evolution, much to the surprise of Aster. After which time, they mounted up and made their way to the Swan Ranch, where they met a number of individuals, these guards that had been hired by Dayton's father, as well as one new hire named Calby, this 19-year-old young man who seemed like he was rather capable. And that is where we left off, because Chris had to dip early.
I saw we.
So, we'll pick it up from there. So, as you guys make your way into the ranch proper, and your horses are stabled, you can see immediately as they finish getting stabled, two individuals come out. One, a female human, about 25 years old, with brown hair that's tied back into a ponytail, and brown eyes. She's a light complexion, however, her build is very rugged. She's definitely been doing this for a long time, and Dayton, you recognize this woman. This is Rayanne. She's one of the stable hands here that tends to the horses in your absence. And alongside her, a human male, much younger. You surmise maybe 19, 20 years old. Short, blonde, messy hair with brown eyes. His frame is much smaller than that of Rayanne's. You also know this as Embridge. He's currently under an apprenticeship with Rayanne, learning how to be a stable hand. But as they come around, Embridge immediately runs over to the horses, begins tending to them. Rayanne kind of watches him for a moment before giving a smile and says, "Lord Swan, Mr. Swan, pleasure. What do we owe the visit?" The father says, "Oh, I'm just showing these folks around. They were interested in seeing the ranch, so I'm just going to take them around." And she says, "Oh, well, we'll make sure that the horses are well tended to." Actually, Tajik is meeting with Yuna right now if you're interested. He goes, "Oh, what's going on?" Goes, "Oh, nothing. Just the weekly checkup, came in just to make sure everything was going well. But if you're interested in speaking to them, I thought that might pique your interest." He goes, "Well, thank you, Rand. I'll definitely have a word with them. Please, everybody, follow me." As he leads you around the ranch, which, as he does so, you see that there are a number of different pens that are set up that seemingly separate different types of horses. You can see that very clearly, just away from the stables, there is a very wide field where you can see upwards of about 15 to 20 horses, some younger, some older, that are just grazing freely. You can see what looks to be different patches where different plants have been grown and where different types of food have been put in order to kind of aid the horses a little bit with nourishment. As he leads you past this, he seems very intent as he makes his way to this small building in the center of the actual stable. And he says, "You're free to look around if you'd like to come inside. I'm just going to make sure everything is all right."
Yeah, if you guys want to have a look around, I won't mind, showing you around if there's any place that looks interesting.
I don't see a
What
problem
do
with
we
that.
see?
What do we see, Eric?
Oh, what do we see? So right now you guys are just outside this small building. Around it, it's very open. The actual area itself seems rather well treated, and you can see scatterings of different farm tools around the area, as well as a shed maybe about roughly 20 feet off, much larger than any other sheds you've seen before. You guys are maybe about 150 feet away from the gate that separates out the free-roaming horses and the ranch itself.
I don't know, man. I've seen some pretty big sheds.
Well, than your characters have seen. So it's up to you guys. If you want to go inside, he'll allow you to come inside.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys enter into this, what you immediately begin to recognize as an office space. You can see that there is a desk set up in the corner where you see a tiefling woman, red skin and silver hair, these very, very dull orange eyes. It's currently in the process of talking with a half-orc male that is dressed in a very fine set of cloth. Not robes per se, but more like the word is escaping me right now. Medical professional, and I'm forgetting the exact name used for it. But basically he is a veterinarian that works for the Swan family. He has very, very soft green skin. You can see his hair is very well maintained and braided back, reaching maybe about his mid-back. You can see he has a very soft smile on his face as he speaks to the tiefling, and seems to be handing over another set of documents to her as you all enter. He turns around and says, "Ah, Lord Swan, a pleasure." And he says, "Well, is everything all right?" "Yes, everything is going well. One of your..." He kind of starts going through documents. I believe it's Dalla. Dalla seems to be a little bit under the weather, but nothing that any of the serum I've given over to Yuna shouldn't fix. Yuna looks up and says, "Mr. Swan, pleasure to see you both. Oh, you have new friends in here. Who are you all? Are you here to work on the ranch, or do you need me to get the documentation?" As she looks at.
No,
That would be
but-
fine.
just visiting. Thank you.
Perfect.
Carrion puts out his hand. Carrion.
Pleasure, Yuna. My apologies if you've caught us at a bad time. We're just finishing up some of the weekly chores for the ranch. Business sides of things, I doubt you'd have any interest. By the way, Mr. Swan, she points to you, Dayton. I haven't heard yet of the dealings that happened in the Grove. Are we squared away there?
For now, it's unfortunately one of those situations where she ain't happy with what she's getting. But I've kind of held that off for the time being since I'm helping out her son, and we've managed to actually get some workings with another, we'll say, corporation that is to her interests, and I think we're going to be good for another 3 months before she might get a little antsy again.
Well, 2 to 3 months is something, at least. And Lord Swan, she thinks for a moment and actually starts going through a few things. This is for you, as she pulls out a small stack of parchment. This is payments from the Daywalkers for their latest acquisition. He takes it. Thank you very much, Yuna. He looks at Oli. I apologize. I wasn't expecting everything to be so business today. You know what, Dayton? He thinks for a second and kind of rummages through a small coin pouch on his side and holds out and gives you 50 platinum. And he'll say, "Take them around, show them what you can, and I'm probably going to be here for a while, so if you need to make your way back into town, use that, get whatever your, get yourself squared away, meals, if you're in the market for anything."
Yeah, I can help out with that.
As you guys will make your way out, you'll hear as you're leaving, they seem to be in conversation primarily about the transaction of horses between the Daywalkers and the Swans. Dayton, you know that there's a few points of interest here. There is a specific stable set up towards the back of the ranch where most of the breeding and birthing process happens. You know that just a little ways away from that area, there is actually a sort of, an arena set up where you practiced with Hornet a number of times on how to be proper cavalier and ride horseback. And the last time you checked, it's still functional.
Okay. Interesting choice of words.
Yeah. You know that it's more towards the front, actually, back where you guys came from. There is a small pen set up where some of the fillies and foals are kept when they need to seek medical treatment, and you do know that there are a couple in there currently. You also know that there is another livestock pen just a ways away. However, it's not really for livestock. You know that there are a set of pigs in there that your father keep that are essentially his pets.
Mhm.
Like piggies.
And those are the areas that you know about.
Well, I mean, could be worse. It could have been a weird kind of like boring thing to have happened. Besides, work.
You, your family's probably rich, aren't they?
Well, I mean, it's a little complicated. Most of the wealth came from Pa, kind of through his days of going out into the wilds, making a name for himself. Basically went against everything my grandfather was saying, where he was saying, like, no, you gotta need to stay here. You're gonna need to make sure that you keep this place safe. But he had other ideas. He wanted to expand. He wanted to grow. He wanted to learn. And in a way, I'm kind of like that too. So, through what he did, he got a lot of money. He did what he needed to do, and we're here now.
Eric, what's going on with the Twitch?
Yeah, I just fixed it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I fixed it. Calm down.
I'm concerned.
The thing enlarged for some reason, so I was like, okay, I need to fix this real quick.
That's fine.
You know, eventually one day David will grace us with more than just the top of his head.
Yeah, maybe.
Damn.
But I mean, like, anywhere else you want to take a look at? Any ways you want to...
Where are the stable hands? Where did we encounter
they're
them?
back where you guys left them. As you guys are exiting, you can see that they're currently... there's not much work to be done, so they're basically just going over simple grooming, just checking on the horses, making sure everything is solid.
Okay.
So
Fascinating
everything
work.
out here is just to take care of the horses.
Well, I mean, like, they're there to do it. I did it when I was growing up. I mean, you got to learn the basics and do that kind of stuff. So,
Seems like quite tedious work.
well, tedious is another way of just saying,
Mind numbing.
Oh my fucking god,
Dull.
David, turn your camera down.
It just keeps going up, dude. I'm sorry.
Then put it
I
on the
mean, if
table
they're
and dump it
selling-
over your face.
No.
I don't
fuck off.
I don't really know how best to explain it. Do you happen to have any rituals that you like doing?
Me?
Yeah. Like when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, better go ahead and do this set list that I have to do,
Tend to journal.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like your version of journaling?
Kinda.
Journaling.
Journaling.
Kinda. I mean, the idea of being able to be a part of the stable is, again, just knowing what you need to do. If someone needs help, you need to be able to step in. I mean, just because I'm going to be taking over the business doesn't mean that I won't try not to be hands-on when I can't.
Interesting.
I mean, I can kind of thank the
If you're
fact
really
that
getting ready to take over, why aren't you in any of those meetings?
it's
That's what my father taught me.
it's complicated.
You're not making.
It's a
Doesn't
little
have to be
harder
that
to
complicated. Demand your place.
You think I would need to be able to learn how to go ahead and do wartime deals?
Yes.
Nah. That's not particularly my style. I'm more interested out here with them. I'll look over where the horses are.
The business, you don't have a choice. You have to do both.
Well, I think it's a lot easier to just focus on out here rather than some of the places. Whether or not you agree with that or not, that's, your feelings. It was actually a weird time. About when I was 13 years old, I think. I'm just gonna go ahead and point off the far end. I think it's right about there. Sometime during the night, there was like a fire going off. And all of us were like wondering whether or not there was some weird campus that just went out to the place. And, we need to go ahead and let them know that this is private property. You're not allowed to be here. And then we saw the fire moving. Have you heard of this thing called a nightmare?
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I roll a check for that?
yeah,
You
wait,
guys know
don't
what a
we know what-
nightmare is, because not only that, you were almost sold something that
Oh yeah, the
becomes
fucking
a
nightmare thing. Yeah, in my
Yeah.
town. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one every other night. What about it?
Well, I mean,
Oh, that was dark.
You just kind of pat him on the back.
fucking
Yeah, I haven't had a good
prankster.
night's sleep in ages because of him. What the fuck is your...
Nah.
Goo is joking.
Fucking jokester here. No, I'm talking actual dark horse, fucking mane of fire, tail of fire thing just goes wherever it damn well pleases.
Everything's on fire.
I mean,
Isn't that like half of regular horses?
well, I mean, the horses don't normally set themselves on fire.
Yeah, but they go where they want. They end up kicking each other in the shins.
Well, yeah. This one was different. It was first time I actually kind of got to appreciate what a wild horse is capable of. I remember actually me and names really quick. Me and
So wrote down.
me and Rayan had like we kind of saw that thing out the far end, and it was coming right toward our other horses. So we were thinking, well, we need to better try to capture this thing. She got a lasso. I tried jumping on it. Both didn't work, and kind of caused havoc for a while in this place.
Was it because it was on fire? You
Well,
know, jumping on something that's on fire is not generally a good idea.
Well, I mean, you're dumb when you're young, all right? But the point I'm trying to say is, but the point is, what I'm trying to make here is like, it's more interesting out here. It's not fun in there. I'd rather be more wild than I am tamed.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Whatever. You guys interested in like looking into the nursery or anything?
Sure.
There's nothing better to do around here, so might as well.
Fuck horses.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not a horse person.
The
Aaron
issue of having a
secretly
character
nods
who
and-
specializes in one thing. All right, so you guys make your way back to the front, and as you do so, you once again pass by the stable hands, pass by the guards who are in the process of alternating out their rotation, making their way to different parts of the ranch. As you get over to the pen that houses the different foals and fillies, you look inside, and you can see that there are two currently. One is this soft hazel with specks of white that kind of run across the coat, and the other one is this very deep black, mane also black, eyes closed. Both of them are currently asleep, just kind of laying on top of each other.
Can I tell how old they are?
Roughly speaking, you surmise maybe about the black one's probably about a month old. The hazel one's probably about 3-4 weeks.
Oh, that's so small.
Yep. Really, depending on what type of litter you can get all sorts of sizes. One, it was actually kind of one of the smaller ones, but I remember picking him.
And now look at him, eh?
Oh yeah, and there was something about him that I knew. Like he was determined. He was like a fucking fighter, but he had to be able to learn a little bit, mature in his own way, and yeah, he's been one of the best friends I've ever had.
You see the hazel one kind of lifts the head, and the eyes kind of flutter open for a moment as it looks over. And then it just kind of goes back to sleep.
Hi there.
Well,
Guess I never noticed how beautiful horses could be.
Are they safe to touch?
technically yes, but if Mom finds out, there might be problems.
I mean, they're not
Refrain from
birds.
petting the horses.
I'll refrain from doing the one fun thing I can think of.
They're not birds. Well, birds don't even do that usually.
Yes, they seem to be very much in the process of just. They just gradually seem to wake up for a moment, and then much like babies do, they wake up, don't really take in their surroundings, and then go back to sleep.
I do that.
Ah, yes, the David hair. Lovely.
What
Gotta
a
get that
legend.
fixed, dude. I will send you a fucking extender.
What?
I'll send you a fucking USB extender, like an actual cord, so you can plug it in and it won't just keep fucking rocking backwards.
Oh, yeah, it's back up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I see.
So,
Is there anything else you guys want to see while you are here?
If I do
Anybody
not
wanna
know
talk
of the
to?
pig's existence.
yeah, if you want to talk with anyone or you want to do anything while we're here.
I heard pigs'
I-
existence. Do you want to go to see the pigs?
No, because
Hang
I
out
don't
with
know
some of
they
the
exist.
hands.
I'd like to break off and kind of look for the some of the farm hands.
All right.
Quick question: do they count as servants?
Yeah. Not really
Okay.
servants, more like employees, but yeah, I guess.
If you
Okay.
think about it, all workers are just servants.
Yeah.
Think about it, we're all servants to the almighty Bingus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that really fits, but I'll try it anyway.
All right, so you want to go speak to the farm hands, or you want to go speak to the guard?
The farm hands.
Okay. So easy enough to find them. You can see them just finishing up the grooming. You see Embridge kind of in the process of lugging two rather hefty buckets of water away. And you see Rayanne kind of watches him and goes... As she runs over, kind of swoops one up. She kind of shakes her head. You see him kind of get a little embarrassed.
Where's the new guy? Who is the new guy?
Calby is one of the guard. Calby's one of the new guard.
Oh, I thought there was a new farmhand as well.
No. Embridge is just the apprentice to Rayanne, but he's been with the farm long enough that Dayton knew who he was. He wasn't new.
Okay. That changes things. Yeah, in that case, I'll talk to the new guard.
Okay,
instead.
so you're gonna try to find Calby.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make me an investigation check because they did just switch their rotation.
Ooh. 8.
8.
8.
Okay. It's gonna take you a little bit to find him. Does anybody else want to do anything while Ezreal goes off to try to find one of the guards?
I mean, I guess I'll just wander around.
Okay.
I want to try to find some of the hands who. I want to find some of the hands too. Certainly, I want to find people who might have known Dayton.
Okay. So you can either look for Rayanne and Embridge, or you can look for one of the guards. Which, by the way, Carrion, you would have met them, so let me go over the names real quick. Apologies.
Let's just do Rayan because I heard Dayton tell a story about Rayan, so we're just gonna find Rayan.
Okay, so
Yeah.
easy enough. They're just back where they were.
Okay.
So you go over to them. You see her kind of look over and she says, "Hey, how's it going?"
Good. You know, I'm all for trying and learning new things. Cracks knuckles.
Oh, are you?
Think you could
interested
teach a little city boy a few new tricks?
Well, what are you interested in learning?
Everything.
I don't know if I could teach you everything. But let's see, we just finished grooming. Want to help us clear out the pens?
Gladly.
All right. So Rayanne will take you over, and you guys will begin clearing out horse stalls. So very good, very uncomfortable process. She gives you an apron without any gloves.
Indeed, the game where you can do anything you want. And you clean up horse shit.
Good job, boys.
We did
You
it.
did it.
Hey man,
Did it, man.
NPCs have a life too. It's not all glamour and fighting monsters. All right, so I assume you wanted to talk to her about something as you guys are cleaning up the
Yeah.
stables. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. And,
So-
by the way, make me a what kind of check would this be?
What, handling bullshit?
Hmm.
Dex? Trying
Nature?
to get out on me?
Survival.
Constitution.
What would I call this? Yeah. Okay. So first, make a Constitution check because it reeks of shit in here.
I would argue that it probably, well, we'll find out if it equates to 9. So it's pretty. I thought that the sewers in the deep underground of the city were bad.
Yeah.
Not the same.
It's similar, but it's even more concentrated because it's not like it's just around the area. It is like right in your face, and it's very unpleasant.
Great.
You're holding it together. You're doing that thing where it's kind of like you step outside for a moment, you take a giant breath, go back inside, start doing it, and then as soon as you run out of breath, you run out, exhale, and go back inside.
Yeah, we're getting some real long workouts here. It's a really aerobic exercise.
Yeah.
It's like going into a public bathroom after somebody's destroyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Um,
entirely wrong.
Okay, so what would you like to talk to her about? As you see, she literally has, like, as you're doing it, you're kind of just like, and like you're a little hesitant. She, like, there's points where you see her. She has, I don't remember. I think it's a pike, but I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's the pronged
Pitchfork.
pitchfork. Thank
A
you.
trident.
A pitchfork. You see, she
Pitchfork.
goes through and actually like kind of begins like using it to pull out clumps and kind of move some hay around. And there's times where she's just like she's trying to use the pitchfork, it's not working. She'll literally just toss it aside and just use her hands. She does not care. She's been doing this long enough.
Ooh.
So Dan was telling an interesting story about you.
Oh, what's that about?
Nightmare that came on the farm.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Yeah, that was. Oh my god. She actually starts laughing. Oh, I remember. Oh, did Dayton tell you that he tried to jump on the thing's back?
Oh yes, and frankly, I wasn't surprised when I'd heard that little anecdote.
Not once, by the way. Several times he tried to jump on the thing's back. I could. His pants caught fire at one point.
Well, I would have paid to see that moment.
Oh, I'm sure everybody would pay good money for that kind of entertainment. Oh,
So you've known Dayton a long time.
yeah, I've known him for a while. I've worked for his family for a long time. Yeah.
Okay. Am I getting inclination that she knows about Dayton's
Make an insight check.
something I'm decent at? That's an 10 plus 13.
23.
23.
No inclination of any sort of that she knows anything. At least nothing you can read from how she's acting.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's always been a rambunctious sort.
Oh, yeah. Very showboaty.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. Came onto the field. He came out of the fields one day, took the equipment right out of my hands, like, I'm gonna show you how to groom horses. Got kicked in his face, nearly broke all his teeth.
How did he come across playing music? He was out here all the time.
I think that comes from his mother, actually. She's come to the farm a few times. She's quite musically inclined.
She's not usually here. Did we meet?
Nah, Lord Swan is the one that usually takes care of the business side of things, making sure everything's in place.
Do you think Dayton could ever do that?
Carrion, just let you know, the group did go ahead and see a woman that was playing a musical instrument as they were coming into the place.
Yes, she was playing a harp on the balcony. I forgot about that.
Okay.
And that
so
was,
I would have been able to put.
You would have been able to put two and two together.
I see. Oh, do you think Dayton could ever do that? Honestly.
Do what? You mean run the business? I mean, he's
Yeah.
he's learning. He's headstrong, but I think his heart's in the right place. He wants to do what's best for the ranch, and I think that's all you can really ask for.
I suppose that is. Oh, as much fun as it is shoveling horse shit with you.
By the way, you stepped in something there, as she points down.
Ugh. No. You don't happen to have a wash at all back at the house.
Well, come with me. She'll take you outside. And she'll go over to this bucket off to the side, which is, not really a bucket. It's more like a water trough that's filled with water, very murky water.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes ahead and she kind of grabs a brush, kind of grabs your leg, dunks your whole boot in the water, and then just scrapes it out.
Oh, great. Thanks. Squish. Squish.
You get used to it after a while. I assume you didn't expect when I said I'd teach you something, it was going to be this kind of work.
I mean, I was hoping to learn to ride, but I guess if you can't handle the
sure. You want to learn how to ride?
Sure. Yes, anything but horse shit, please.
Sure.
I'm gonna be messing around with my lighting for
no
a
problem.
sec, so bear with me.
Sure. We'll get you saddled up and I'll take you out in the fields. We'll give you some tips.
Yeah, and there's definitely a distinct discomfort being around the horse pretty much the entire time.
All right. So as Carrion is off doing his thing, what would the rest of you like to do?
Is there any
Stand there
place with, like, shade
menacingly.
running?
I was gonna say Dayton would be more than willing to continue on with the tour. You said that next to it would have been the proper term isn't the corral, but it's the circle. But...
Oh wait, we hadn't finished the tour?
No.
Well, no.
We're working on it.
You guys went to see the babies, and then you just left.
Oh,
You-
for some
you
reason
went
I
to
thought
babies.
the tour was done.
No, you went to go see the
Well,
babies. and then just walked
whose
off.
fault is that?
Well, doesn't matter. I guess Carrion's not there no more. Carrion's out riding. Or trying to ride. And
Well, depending on how this goes, if Carrion may be led over to that place.
I'll
The
follow.
arena. No, the arena's towards the back.
Hmm. Well,
you know,
then,
y'all go on your tour.
I will follow Dayton wherever this tour leads.
All right.
I think the next part would have to have been like the. I want to say quarantine, but it's not it. It's the. It's where the sick horses are. Like Horton, Dayton will at least like stay on the outside and just go. That's where we go ahead and leave out anyone that's not feeling well. Typically, they just get their treatment, and once they're back up and running and ready to go, they'll be out here out in the fields and enjoying themselves again. Sometimes I wonder how Tajik does it.
I mean, I guess it takes a special kind of person to take care of an animal when it's at its most vulnerable.
Yeah. And apparently one of the best, according to Dad. I'm picking up a southern accent, and I should not be. What is wrong with me?
Dayton's true accent comes out.
Hush it.
Southern.
It's a Ford moment.
We went from New York to Alabama.
Sweet home, indeed.
So, do you want to make your way to the back then?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and then say, like, there's a place, like, we go to when we're starting to get ready to train horses once they're stop being young and able to be ridden, and it's all the way over there, and I'll point to the far corner and start heading in that direction.
By the way, Eric, this music's a little dramatic, isn't it?
It's just music.
Yeah, just music, Lou.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, he's just
It's
building
a
up. to it.
warning.
All right, and Luke, you were gonna look for Calbian this time, right?
Yeah.
All right. So eventually, as you have also stepped away from the group, not continuing the tour, you will eventually find Calby. You can see him. He's kind of in the process of kind of posting up against one of the fences. Has his blade sheathed, his shield at his side, and he just kind of seems to be glancing around. So he kind of, from time to time, kind of wipes a bit of sweat away from his head.
Intimidation. Hello.
Intimidating.
Mhm.
He looks over and says, "Oh, hi, hello. Oh, Ezreal, right?
That's right, yes.
Hey, I finally got one.
Are you doing alright?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just
Did I
been,
click something? Whoops.
been out for a long time. I want to go home. You see, he has like that 19-year-old kind of, I want to go home.
New here, eh?
Not super new. I've been here a couple weeks. But still, your legs get tired after a while, and it gets kind of boring when you're staring at nothing.
Yeah, I imagine so. Any action around here at all?
We've got a few kids who wander off from their parents and want to come here who've seen it before, but no, like bandits, nobody coming to steal anything. Trust me, I'd love for something to happen. But
Sure you would. No, nobody in like dark robes or anything. Nothing too strange.
Dark robes. Bit more descriptive?
Brotherhood.
Oh, no one from the Brotherhood over here. I'd be worried if we saw them over here.
That's good. I feel like I should warn you. I've heard rumors that Brotherhood might be around here.
Have you informed Lord Swan?
Probably.
You've not.
No.
Immediately after the tour.
I believe some of my companions took care of that.
Alright, well, I'll, just in case I get the word out around, make sure everybody knows to keep an eye out. Thanks, by the way.
Yeah, anytime. It's like, God, it's been like 2 weeks. I forgot my plan, dude. The echo of fucking far away, just clapping in an auditorium. Beautiful.
Congratulations.
He's so
You
right.
did it.
What was the fucking Gundam thing?
No, it isn't Gundam. It's what was it?
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Evangelion. Thank you. The fucking, what was it, like the 4 minutes of clapping?
Yeah.
God, that show.
Good job, Shinji.
Just wanted to make sure. This guy doesn't seem suspicious at all, does he?
Make an insight check.
Got this.
Should have brought Carrion with me.
Aaron was busy trying to hook
Should
up
have
with
brought
the stable
guidance with you.
Not at all.
Yeah.
23.
23. Okay. No, he doesn't seem suspicious.
Alright. New guy.
Seems like a new guy.
He's just a new guy, I see.
And speaking of carrion,
Mhm.
as you're kind of talking to him, you start to hear what sounds like muddled groans of pain as you see Carrion attempting to ride horseback and getting bucked around even harder than he was before.
Why are you so awful?
Are you alright over there?
No!
He's fine. He's fine.
I will not be bested by a beast.
Come on,
Is
suck
she
it up.
getting
Suck
more
it up.
southern?
Horse!
Is she getting more of a he voice now too?
To be fair, I did intend for her to have an accent. I just hadn't been doing it.
Yeah. Getting more southern
Oh.
and more hickey.
That was the point. She was supposed to do that.
So, I'll run over and help if I can.
Well, they're just riding around in the field. By the time you start making your way to the gate, they've already gone towards the back of the field.
Oh, there they go. Well, talk to the guard. I guess I will go talk to the stable hands then.
Okay, so you know Rayanne is out in the field with Carrion. So you want to try to find Embridge?
Sure.
All right. During that time, you guys are going to make your way to the back.
Or
All right. As you guys begin making your way back to where the arena is, after a little bit of travel, not too long, maybe about a minute or so, you will hear.
I'm gonna look over in the direction of the oink just to make sure.
You see a rather dirty-looking gray haired pig currently out of his stable. You can see his bottom half is entirely covered in mud. And you recognize this to be Samson. He is the fatter of your father's two pigs. And you know that somehow, even though he is the fatter, he constantly finds a way of getting out of his pen and exploring the place. And right now, he's coming over to meet the new company.
You son of a bitch! You did it again.
Dayton,
How can I help you?
what is that?
That's Samson.
That's a pig.
No, that's Samson.
No, I'm pretty sure they're called pigs.
Okay,
What-
fine.
What's a pig?
Wait. Well, I mean,
Samson trots over to you, Goo, and just kind of starts butting you with his head.
I'm glad that he's friendly.
friendly, yeah. Kind of ornery in the fact that if you try to catch him, he tends to have fun with you. So mind your hands.
Comes over to you, Aster, and starts headbutting you as well.
I take steps back when he starts
He
coming
will
over to
continue
me.
to follow you.
I pick up my pace.
He will follow.
Spots go too!
He will start following you faster.
You'll keep going. Doesn't matter how fast you run.
Is there a
It's
higher
just like
ground?
it follows
Oh,
the.
you can get on top of a roof.
Oh, wait,
He's
so
very
there's a step
fast for someone
You're
that.
gonna misty step up to a roof. So you guys will watch as Samson is currently like getting a little faster, and as he picks up, you just watch as Aster disappears into a puff of silver smoke, and you
I
see
guess that's
Samson
one-
stops and goes, starts kind of running in circles for a moment, trying to figure out where the fuck Aster just went.
Who said I needed to run?
Well, it looked like you were fucking running in the first place there, smartass.
Samson will come back and start headbutting. You, Dayton.
All right, hold on a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and kneel down, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Speak with Animals.
All right.
What's up there, brother man?
Hi, Dayton.
Hey, how'd you get out of your pen this time?
I climbed.
Oh, you climbed. Of course you did.
Pet. As he starts headbutting, you just hear pet, pet, pet.
I get it. Hang on, I'm gonna go ahead and put my hand over his head and stroke him.
I love that every single low intelligence animal Eric does just sounds like a robot trying to learn human speech.
That's what it would be. You're trying to talk to.
Headbutt.
Headbutt. Headbutt.
Headbutt EXE has been activated.
To be fair, he was saying pet.
So what have you got out to see tonight there, man?
Everything.
Aha, everything, huh? We were heading over to the arena. Nothing exciting happening over there? Yeah, I thought so. Hey, listen. You're gonna eventually get yourself caught later on tonight, right? And you're gonna be back in the pen. Think you maybe make it easier on yourself and maybe just hop back?
He turns and starts walking away.
Aw,
In the opposite
come
direction
on!
of his pen.
Don't be like that!
Explore.
Love you, Samson!
Love you, Dayton.
Unfucking believable, this thing. I'll get up from the knee. So, yeah, that's, one of Dad's. Really hope that's, he doesn't bug one of the guards, because I think, last time I saw him getting a little antsy with, trying to find a name, so that way I can make this episode.
Is it the lizard folk?
You know what, we'll go with it. We'll run with it. Last time, he was bugging around with Joke,
Joke.
he was getting eyes, and not the kind of eyes that, belong with, pigs.
I mean, are they dangerous? Or...
Not the pig. The pig's fine. Like Samson doesn't know how to harm anything. Joke, on the other hand, he's been raised here, but there are some days like something happens and there's something in his head that like kicks off, especially around Samson.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, you can't really stop natural instinct sometimes. Anyway, back to business, I suppose. I'm gonna go ahead and look over to
So I start,
Aster and go.
climbing
Yeah.
down.
Make an athletics check, Aster.
How far? How high is the roof?
About 20 feet.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. This is fine.
3.
3? All right.
Yeah.
So you guys watch as Aster kind of like starts making his way, shuffling, in the same way that somebody, like, when they get into a situation and they don't know how to get out of it. You shuffle to the side, Aster, and you begin to realize there's no ladder to get up here. And you kind of turn.
You need a hand there, bud?
And as you grab
Oh,
onto the
I'm
roof, and
fine.
as you kind of like start lowering yourself off, you see his feet kind of go off the side as he's trying to find purchase somewhere. And Aster, you kind of swing your foot forward for a second, and you feel it catch on something. And you're like, okay, I can do this. The rest of you watch as he swings forward and catches a loose brick in the side of the house.
Oh God.
And as he starts to lower his full weight onto it, the brick gives, and you watch as Aster just falls backwards, hitting his back on the ground.
Oh, sweet. Jesus.
Aster,
Yeah.
Aster, you take 8 points of falling damage.
That's smart.
Oh
I
God.
am on my ass laughing.
I quickly get up and just kind of dust myself off.
Okay, thank God you're fine. By the way, how's your spine?
It could be worse. Taking a lot worse.
I bet you're real thankful for that mask, because I'm pretty sure that you are in a lot of pain. And it would be awesome if I could actually see that. Never mind. You gonna be okay with like going to the arena, or do you like need to
I'll
like
be
breathe
fine.
for
I'll
a
be
minute?
fine.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Ezreal, you would have seen Aster fall from your vantage point. Karen,
You just
make a
hear-
perception check.
Just your.
Nah.
Sorry. Hope you're okay.
God, okay, I think I might have to roll incline because all of my dice are not liking me
Reliable
today.
talent, remember?
I know that, but that doesn't mean the dice are not being kind. I would prefer my numbers in the 30s.
I got shit on.
Perception
Yeah.
is 23.
23. As you're getting knocked around on the back of this horse, you glance over and you can see just as Aster swings his foot down and begins to lower himself and then just completely falls off the building and eats shit.
You hear a laugh
You
from
know,
far off.
I knew I should have used Featherfall.
Well, I mean, you did kind of run from a pig, so take what you get.
You blame me for
Can I
disgusting animals.
join back up with everybody at this point? Like, could I try to ride the horse to them?
Sure, make an animal handling check.
Ooh, something I'm not good at. Ooh, that's a decent roll. Animal handling is 19.
All right, it takes a little bit of fighting at first, but eventually you get the horse to start riding towards the gate, and you hear Rand's like, "Yeah, that's how you do it." And you managed to get back. You get off, and you manage to regroup after thanking Rand. I presume.
Oh yes.
She will
Bowing
get off.
in the most respectful way.
And as you
Truly
get off,
a master.
as you get off, you're walking just fine. You're like, yeah, this is great. And then all of a sudden, from the grundle up to about the mid stomach, just a wave of pressure that just starts encompassing. Oh,
This is fine.
yeah.
The grundle.
Ezreal, did you want to keep looking for Ember? Or
Grundle.
do you want to just meet up with your group?
I'll just meet up with everyone. I'll wait for fucking somebody that's good at.
Insight.
Well, I'm good at insight, but I'm not like.
You rolled a 23. You did good.
Yeah, I'm good at insight, but I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't roll a
somebody.
47. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Dayton, you will lead everybody over to what you guys can see is a training sort of arena for Cavaliers. You can see that there are different targets set up in different areas. You can see there are some archery targets that are set up along the walls. Although this is mostly a melee combat style arena. And you can see that just faintly, Dayton, something that stands out to you, just faintly in the corner, you can see what looks like a soft black patch.
Hmm. Well, here it is. This is the place that me and Hornet would go through. This was actually kind of made by my dad, since he's more experienced with this kind of stuff. Hold on a minute. I'm just gonna break away from the group and start heading toward that black patch.
Okay. Make your way over. So you kind of look down. How close are you getting to this patch, out of curiosity?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna kind of stop at about 40 feet from it,
Okay, you stop
just to
at
see
40
whether or
feet.
not there's anything that's.
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's not bad. 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay. Does not appear to be any sort of movement. Nothing.
Gonna make sure my gloves are tight against my hands and get a little closer.
Okay. Making your way over. How close are you getting?
I'm gonna go ahead and go halfway, now 20.
You go a little bit closer. The rest of you, I assume, are watching this.
Mm-hmm.
All okay?
I mean, I think it is. I'm not sure what it looks like. It's a. Now, when you say black patch, like, you talking like does it look like cloth or?
About this big, and the closer you get, you realize it's more of a black ichor.
Uh, looks like some of the stuff that they put in the lamps to make it light. I'm gonna look around and just like see if there was like a lamp hung up at some point and it was just
There are lanterns that are scattered around.
anything that would have been above this, or
Not the specific patch you're looking at. Where you're looking at is just a little ways outside of the actual place where you keep the training equipment.
huh. I'm gonna go ahead and take the rapier out. I'm going to very cautiously poke at it with the tip.
You poke at it. You watch as the ichor kind of begins to bubble for a moment.
Ugh.
You alright over there?
The thing bubbled when I poked at it. I'm not sure if that's normal.
That doesn't sound normal.
Hang on, I'll be over.
And
right
you're
there.
right up on it, right, Dayton? Because you're poking at it, right?
If in order to do it, yeah.
You start to watch as the ichor itself kind of begins to start to grow straight upwards
Immediately backing up if it starts moving.
until you watch as a full black, very thin, like very rail thin sort of creature with a completely ovaled head. No features. Just kind of
No
extends-
face.
Just kind of extends out.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, I'm joining. I'm running over.
Yeah. Karen sees something come out of Icar is like, nope.
It just stands. So as you guys all run over, it just kind of looks at all of you.
Ooh. Hello?
Hello?
Who are you?
Who are you?
I don't like this.
I don't like
No
this.
shit.
Can I make an Arcana check to see what it is?
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah. What is
It's
my-
a real mimic.
That's 14 plus what's my Arcana? 11, so 25.
You have never heard of this thing before, ever.
I have no clue what is this.
Is there like someone around besides us?
No, just you.
Okay. There goes the easy answer of asking someone who works here what you could be.
Very quickly, I'm gonna look at the tip of my rapier. Does it still have black goo on it? Or...
Nope.
Can I try just poking it with Mage Hand?
Sure. You cast Mage Hand and you poke it. As you poke it, you watch the Mage Hand disappear. And you watch it reappear on what side of the creature.
Ass little fuck.
Hmm.
I try to make some gestures. Does it copy my gestures?
What kind of gesture are you doing?
I like he's just like gonna like, lift his hands.
You watch as the hand does mimic.
Karen's gonna try like leaning and actually rotating himself, like walking around in a circle. Does it like
Its
Does its
head,
head follow?
its head seems to follow. Yeah,
but not its whole body?
not its whole body.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Should we like kill it?
Should we kill it?
I mean, it's not really doing anything right now. You should
It's-
probably. Someone
it's-
should probably tell the staff.
And I'm half tempted to jump inside. I know that can't be good for me.
Let's be clear with this arena. Is it still open air?
It's
Or is
open
it
air.
So there's nothing else around it.
As you look around, you don't see anybody.
Are there other these Icar spots?
Make a perception check.
Decently decent at the wall. All right, 23.
23. You don't see any.
You're all alone.
You're all alone.
No one will love you.
No one will love you.
No, that's just rude.
I'm sure it's a perfectly lovely Ica creature.
Maybe I can take a sample.
Hey everyone, can we all try like taking 10 steps back?
Like I'm already like all the steps back. If you want me to take more.
Let's. Alright. One of us should go and tell either the farmhands or Mr. Swan what's going on here. Don't hurt
Dayton?
it.
Dayton is going to go ahead and raise rapier, and he's actually going to step forward and get into a battle position against it.
Don't hurt it. We don't know what it's going to do.
Well, I'm trying to see whether or not it will do something.
It just stares at you for a moment.
I'm going to
Does it
feign.
have eyes?
I'm gonna get Mr. Swan.
You can see the head.
And
You can see the head.
Tyrion's
Is like,
gonna
you can see
dash.
the head is like looking at. If it had eyes,
Okay.
it would be looking right at Dayton.
I'm going to feign a movement to try to see if it will react.
Okay, you do so. Nothing.
The movement?
Just seems to track you, but it doesn't move.
Alright, who said they were going to get
Carrion.
Mr.
Tyrion.
Everyone.
Carrion's
Running
going
a-
to get Mr. Swan.
Swanus.
I'm going to sit down in front of it. Not directly in front of it, maybe like a couple feet back.
Okay, it looks at you.
Hello.
Hello.
Just gonna kind of stare up at it.
Is there
you-
a is there a stick nearby?
You look, yeah, there's a stick nearby.
I'd like to poke it
Okay,
with the stick.
all right. So you poke it, and you see it kind of jiggle for a moment.
Does it dissolve the stick?
You poke it and pull away. No.
Can I attempt to scoop him up in the bag that I used to keep Bosco in?
Are you gonna? Okay. So you're gonna touch him?
I mean, with the bag itself. Because you said it's like this big, right?
No, the pool was about this big. He stands, I'd say, roughly 5'5".
Oh. Um. Can I put it over him and try and push him down?
Sure. Is there any holes in the bag?
No, just the one that, Bosco would lay in. It's essentially just like a wider spot to hold something in, and then straps that would go around.
Okay. Put it over his head.
He doesn't go down.
Doesn't go down.
All right.
If only Dayton were here.
I am right fucking here.
Ah, good.
Oh,
Hey,
good.
Dayton. I bet you won't touch that.
I bet you won't touch that.
You are got to be fucking shitting me. You're gonna play this game with me now?
Just to be clear, he's mimicking everything we're saying, but you're not, because keeping up with us is a fucking chore
No,
sometimes.
no, there are times where he just doesn't repeat anything.
Okay.
Come on, Dayton. What's the harm in touching him?
Oh no, what the fucking harm is it? How about you touch it?
How about you touch it?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Fuck you.
Listen
Alright.
here, asshole.
Can we not reenact DMC, please? Fuck you!
Hey, I have a plan.
When will
I have a plan.
I am a friend.
I am a friend.
See? Easy as that.
See, easy as that. So, Carrion, eventually you will make it to the actual office.
Oh, breath. Knocks on the door.
All right, as you knock, you will see Yuna answer. Oh, Carrion, hello. Is everything all right?
Where's Mr. Swan?
She opens the door more. You see Algernon is currently sitting and talking with Tajik. What happened? Is everything okay?
Well, we found something interesting. Figured since, you're not a visitor, you might be able to answer. We're all out on the arena. There's like this pool of black ichor, so we all went to investigate, and it popped up into a person-shaped thing, and it's
incredibly
mimicking.
confused.
Could you just come with us to the arena?
Yes. I'll be
Quickly,
right
before someone does something stupid.
back. Yes, of course. Back to the group.
Come on, I heard you were willing to eat rocks. What's the harm in it?
That was completely fucking different, and everyone should know that.
And according to page 354, paragraph 7, you drank weird water too. Suspicious water.
Suspicious water.
That was because it was like colored different and it was really cool.
Dayton, please don't eat
Yeah.
it.
Only 300 pages for a journal you've had for 10 years?
Part 2. Part 5.
That's fair.
I mean, I usually burn my journals after I finish them.
Well, Karen,
Is he
you're-
here?
You're not here
You're
right
not
now,
there, so-
okay?
you got a little bit of time before you get back.
I know, I'm kidding.
You hear screaming from 3 miles away, I usually burn my journal!
You wanna?
I do
want someone-
CrossFit!
You want someone to touch it? You want someone to fucking touch it? All right, asshole.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
go
no,
ahead
no,
and
no,
grab
no, no,
Aster.
no, I'm gonna...
You're gonna
I'm
grab
gonna-
Aster?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get in between him. No, 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 no.
No.
The short kings are fighting. The short kings are fighting. I'm gonna try to stop them.
I was saying, am I gonna be stopped or what's the story?
Make a contested athletics check.
Oh, fuck. Oh, wait. I'm
Hey, you're
alright.
19 strength. What do you mean, oh fuck?
Yeah.
If it looks like Dayton's winning, can I stunning strike him?
Oh god.
10.
Athletics.
No, athletics. 12.
8.
Dayton is not winning at all.
Okay.
You fucking asshole. Get fucking here.
No, 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 no. We don't want to mess with it. We don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, we don't want to fucking mess with it, but he apparently wants me to fucking mess with it.
I mean, since you're so brave and strong, I guess, I thought wrong.
Aster Florence, please stop goading our party members into doing something stupid. We want to wait and see what it is. Hello.
Hello. Aster Florence.
Wait. It didn't completely copy what you said.
That's strange.
You think it's learning?
Oh, goodness.
Can I stab it now?
No.
Whatever it is, it's not natural. Even Aster doesn't know what it is.
Even Aster doesn't even know what it is.
Halalia.
Halalia. You see the bag begin to raise up.
The what?
The
Oh, I took the bag away.
Oh, you took it away already? So you're watched as the ichor itself seems to like be growing what look like 2 arms.
Not comfortable with that. Can I please give me permission to like stab and maim
How
this
close are
as
we?
fast as possible?
You're about there. You guys are. You can see them now.
Oh, thank God, nothing stupid's happened yet.
It might be. It grew.
What's
Nobody
going
tell it
on?
that.
And Algernon will come over. He'll kind of like briskly walk over. What the hell is this thing?
I don't know either.
Everyone should probably keep their names to themselves. Something is reacting to it. I don't know why.
It kind of looks over at Algernon, and then at Dayton, and then at Goo, and then at Israel, and then at Carrion, and then at Aster.
Dad, you have any ideas about how to handle this?
I could get the guards over here to dispatch it.
Yeah, that's...
Can you move? We don't... If you're peaceful, you need to go. And you hear the thing repeat. If you're peaceful, you need to go.
Can my bird also repeat that as well?
Sure. You have Ravioli doing it.
If you're peaceful, you need to go.
Ravioli.
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 What kind of
Squipes?
echo chamber shit is happening here?
Algernon, like, the moment of, like, he's still, like, tense, but because this thing hasn't reacted or anything, there's a little more ease. But he's still, like, really trying to figure out what the hell this thing is. Just, I'll go fetch the guard.
Alright.
Algernon will walk off briskly, trying to locate the guard.
But it's already grown arms?
You see now, yeah, it has full arms, hands too.
Is it gradually growing, or did it just grow
Gradually.
when we?
Gradually.
Okay.
Is it like taller at all, or is it
No,
just
so-
now have arms?
Nope, just has arms now.
Does it specifically look like it's trying to grow into one of us?
Make an insight check against the black ichor.
Against a blob of... That's a natural one.
Can I try?
May I try?
My lack of magical anything escapes me.
That almost fucking.
Knocked off the table. 24.
24.
The
24
11
and
this
21.
It's definitely growing into something, though at this stage it's hard to tell if it's growing into one of you.
See if I can find a core or something. I'm just gonna mage hand and just like dig around its body
As
to see
you
if I
mage hand, as the mage hand touches it, the mage hand dissipates.
Magic hand. I take a. I want to like put a dagger in it so bad. Player Emily wants to poke it.
There's definitely just going to be a point where Dayton is just going to stare at it and go, "You are, without a doubt, one of the ugliest sons of bitches I've ever seen in my goddamn life, and you should feel fucking ashamed when I'm casting Vicious Mockery."
Sure.
Oh wait, I cast Detect Thought.
It saves against your vicious mockery.
Okay, yep. Don't need to worry about
You
it.
cast Detect Thoughts.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you focus on this thing. Nothing.
Someone say something.
Now you hear, now through the Detect Thoughts, you hear someone say something, and then it says, "Someone say something."
Well, I did say something with some magic stuff behind it, but apparently it says like, "Nah."
You hear all of those words start going into its head, but you start to realize that some bits are getting completely lost.
It's got
Is-
selective hearing or something.
Has it been
Can't
favor?
process all of it.
It's kind of been favoring Aster, hasn't it?
It's kind of been favoring Aster, hasn't it?
No, I'm saying this out of
Oh,
character.
okay.
Like, it's been repeating after Aster the most, I think. Or me.
I think it's been.
It's
repeating
been 1
after-
week since you
Well,
looked at me.
more.
I believe it's repeating after you the most. Whoever's been talking the most is the one that it's been repeating the most.
Grow more.
What do you say?
Carrion tells it to grow more.
Grow more.
You wanted to fucking crowbar? Are you
I was
stupid?
testing.
A lot of good that did.
We know more than us in
So
here.
so you guys have been talking to this thing for roughly about 15 minutes at this point.
Yes.
It has at this point, like, you see its body shape, like, goes from, like, this rail thin kind of thing, and is actually, like, starting to bulk out a little bit more.
In like a threatening way.
No, as if, like, it's actually growing a body.
What kind of body type? The familiar looking body type?
Make an insight check.
Okay. 22.
22? I mean, medium frame. It's not
Bulk,
really, there's not really any
definitely not
detail to it yet. It's just kind of making a medium frame for itself.
All right, now that it started getting better, can I please stab it?
Yes.
Thank
We want to at
God.
least wait for the guards to get here.
Well, the guards
guards.
are probably gonna do the exact same thing. So you know what? I'm gonna be a little ahead of the curve with them. I'm gonna take a whim, and I'm gonna go and stab at it.
Just for the backup.
It absorbs magic. Yes.
From what you could see.
Mhm.
I'm not. I'm asking that. I'm saying that in person or in
Okay.
character.
It looks like it, yeah.
You know what else absorbs magic?
I've already
Erupt.
declared attack, so it's
What's
a little
your
late
attack?
for you to do
Yeah.
its thing.
So
I brought up Wham's will
Uh-huh.
because it's Hexblade associated. It has a plus 11 to its attack,
Uh-huh.
so 14 plus 11, making it a 25.
A 25? So you guys watch as Dayton runs in and stabs into this thing. And you see it shake violently for a moment. Seeming to have taken some damage. Okay. Dayton, what's your armor class?
My armor class is 18.
18? So you guys watch as it gets stabbed and shudders for a moment. You see it almost like start to recoil as if afraid, and it launches one of its hands forward. And as it smacks into Dayton's face, you watch as the hand starts to develop more detail. As you watch as a black version of Dayton Swan takes form.
So I couldn't
Roll
even roll
initiative.
damage. I was gonna say,
Roll damage.
Ooh.
Okay,
Uh,
so
I'm still looking at Valak's dead family, by the way.
I'll switch. And there's no battle map for this, but I'll switch.
I know, but I've been staring at this for like a month now.
You should
Uh,
be. Hang on. Let me see what's going on here.
I don't
So I'm-
suppose anyone has a spare non-magical weapon. As I give
So-
my only weapon away.
a few things. Wham's will is tied to humanoid
Mhm.
I
currently.
will also say.
So do I
Eric,
get extra damage because it's humanoid,
Yes.
or okay? I need to
Eric,
find out
also
where
quick
that
question.
Yes.
part is.
Could you possibly send me the details of the rapier, the fire, the opposite of frost brand?
when you hit with it, you do an extra 2d6 fire damage.
That's it. Otherwise, it's
That's
no
it.
more rapier.
That's it. Otherwise, it's a normal rapier.
Okay, then I'll just keep the rapier at that.
Yeah.
Swag.
Around, you can hit creature that type, deal equal.
I pull out my
equal to half your
rapier.
level. Okay.
It is
So
not
it's-
humanoid.
Okay, so it's not humanoid.
It is not a
It
human.
has- even though it has a humanoid form. Okay. Well, then that's still 4 plus my charisma, so that'll be 9 points of piercing damage.
9.
Unless
points of
it's-
piercing damage.
Though, I have an extra short sword if you want it.
I don't know why the music isn't playing. Hang on.
Yes, I need a non-magical weapon.
Carrion will toss it to you on your turn.
Alrighty.
Or toss it to you now. Or drop it or something. Whatever is
Yeah.
free.
How's that gonna work? Eric.
What do you mean? Oh, handing off a weapon?
Yeah.
It'll basically be either Carrion can use his action to give it to you, or you can use your action to take it from him.
Alright.
Alright, so I've got the initiative for this thing. Ophelia, if you, or anybody else who didn't roll initiative. I'm missing some people.
Oh,
I
right.
did, but it didn't show up because it did it
Oh,
at a
Boost
weird time, I
24,
guess.
Carrion, Israel, Ophelia.
I just don't see me.
Oh, Dayton. I don't have Dayton.
Yep, hold on.
Dayton, Swinden.
Dayton, Swinden.
All right.
And you said a short sword, right?
Yeah.
So Goo, you watch as this thing pulls its hand away and takes on the humanoid form of Dayton Swan.
Oh no. Do I have non-magical weapons? I have darts.
You
Do I
have your
want to
fist.
throw darts at it?
Or your, how was it?
I could hit it with my fists, but I don't like the sound of that.
You don't want it to look like you?
Is your shovel magical?
Yes, because it's a +2, essentially a +2 glaive.
Oh yeah.
You say it absorbs magic, but player knowledge, I'm assuming this is going to be like how we did with the other creatures, where it's cantrips won't work and has to be a certain level higher. I don't think it will absorb magic from weapons.
Yeah, I'll just hit it with my spade and see if that works.
Alright, make an attack roll.
I'll make 2 because that's what. Are you fucking serious?
That one?
No.
Not 20.
That's
I did this such bad lighting. That's a 19, and then that's the fucking D&D logo.
okay.
Oh, I moved it. Fucking.
Alright, both of those hit.
Okay, so one is a nat 12. Fucking, I'm knocking shit over. I'm sorry. God, what I. Yeah, my fight instinct would activate Elemiah's grasp for the extra damage. Okay, so that's fucking 24 plus oh wait, no, I have extra. I don't roll d4s anymore. I forgot about that. And I rolled less on the d6s. That's nice.
Alright, how much damage?
24 between the 2 attacks of my spade, and then 3 radiant. I don't know if that matters.
Alright, so as you cut into it, slash at it twice, it recoils back and almost looks terrified.
Ooh. And then I will make the 2 attacks with my fists, and I will try to make these both stunning strikes. That is a 27 and a 25.
Both hit. You go and use your key point for your stunning strike. This thing cannot be stunned.
Okay, so I wasted, actually I would be at 13, so down to 11, because I tried that twice. That is 7 regular damage, and then 10 for the radiant.
Okay.
Can I make it so it can't take reactions, and I don't think I can knock it prone. But yeah, I'll just make it so it can't take reactions, and then I'm good.
Sure. Dayton.
Alright.
Alright. Looks like me now, huh? And there's another individual right next to me.
So Carrion, you go before me, so I'll take the sword from you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep, we're gonna run with what we got. I'm gonna go ahead and take another swing.
Alright.
That is a natural 1 on the first one.
Ooh.
So spin the wheel, make the deal real quick. That is 87.
87. Panic attack. You immediately suffer the effects of the confusion spell for 1 round.
Oof.
Alright. So I need to roll a d10 to see what I do, because I technically have an extra attack after I do an attack.
Yep.
So 1.
1. Creature moves in a random direction. Roll a d8.
1.
1. Alright, so you guys all watch as Dayton, he swipes and then almost, gets a head rush as he begins stumbling away towards the shed that contains the training equipment.
Interesting. It didn't take an attack of opportunity then.
Nope.
Okay.
And it's its turn.
They're one of my that were at my turns. Yeah.
It's gonna just try to run.
It can run?
Yeah, it's taken on Dayton's full form, and it is going to try to run away.
Oh gosh darn it.
Is anybody gonna try to stop it? Because it's not even gonna care about attacks of opportunity. It's just gonna run.
Well, I'm out of range for it.
Yeah.
So
I will try.
Okay.
I will use my reaction.
Sure, make an attack roll.
Alright, fire rapier. 14 plus 9 is 24?
24, that'll hit.
Yeah.
23.
It's a D8 for rapiers. 3 plus 2d6 fire damage?
Yep.
She also gets sneak attack or no?
If she wants to.
But then I can't use it on my normal attack, right?
Nope.
I can hold it.
Okay. So this thing just runs the fuck away.
Mm-hmm.
Literally wanting nothing to do with any of you. Yeah, that's it. It just runs.
well, how fast does it run?
60 feet.
It's all right. Well then, Carrion, it's gonna be your turn next on the turn
Point of
order.
note, it looks absolutely horrified. Like, it is making no attempt to fight you guys back. It looks like it is just running in complete panic.
Aw.
Is there like still a
Nope.
Icarus
It is just
spot?
a black form of Dayton that is running away from you and almost looks like it's screaming. But there is no
I
sound.
mean, we shouldn't have a Icar version of Dayton running around. Like that can't be good. Like,
It's getting out ahead. Now there's 2 of them.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, by this point in turn order.
oh, there's an extra 4 on that, by the way. So,
Okay. Karen, you're up.
8, 9, 10. I think I'm gonna try to follow it.
Okay. So you easily enough can get to catch up with it. As you catch up with it, it just kind of puts its arms up as if trying to block itself.
We're not gonna hurt you anymore. Just stop moving.
Make a persuasion roll at disadvantage.
23.
23?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't do anything, so... You don't know if that worked or not.
Still detect thoughts up, right?
Do you? I thought you had to
I
maintain it.
wouldn't. Why
I mean-
wouldn't I maintain it?
Oh, I thought you had to use your action to maintain it. That's all I'm asking.
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me read the spell.
I think you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
use your action to look in their mind, but I think it's just
Oh.
like all the way through.
So for surface thoughts, you can just... Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you have it going on, and the whole thing it's saying, all you hear is preserve, 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 preserve.
So you do think.
Fucking asshole.
Did it say that?
Yeah, I did. In Dayton's voice.
Ashford, what would you like to do in this turn?
Can I use my bonus action to touch it?
Do you want to touch it? Yeah,
Yes.
you reach out and you touch it. It's a solid mass now.
Huh. Fascinating. Okay, well then I'm just gonna stand here and I'm gonna watch and see what it does.
All right, Ezreal.
I'm gonna run up to it as well.
Okay.
Uh,
It looks at you. Still has his hands up.
I've got my hands up too. I don't have any weapons. I can't fight you. And I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, okay, that's bullshit and you know it.
Listen,
Fucking miss, I can conjure flames from nowhere.
you have his memories too.
Yeah? What of it?
Are you Dayton?
No. Yes? No? Kinda? I don't fucking know.
Has that become me? I already tried touching it.
Is everybody else just gonna run over to this thing? Is anyone going to actively be violent against it?
No. Does actively being violent include poking it?
I mean, it'll flinch as you try to poke it.
I already tried poking it. It didn't change form.
Dayton is probably just gonna be from far. What are you doing? What? You're talking with it now?
Yeah, what does it look like they're doing, jackass? Fucking you standing over there pretending like you hot shit or something?
I am the hottest shit ever.
No,
I'm talking to myself right now. What the fuck? What?
Personally, I think I like this Dayton a little bit better.
What's your name?
I don't have a name. I guess Dayton, but not Dayton. I don't fucking know. Are you gonna keep stabbing me, huh? Mr. fucking Red over here?
No. I think we're done with that. Right, everyone?
Yeah, I'm just more fascinating and curious about you.
You guys will begin to hear, like, it's a bit of a distance away because they were basically on the opposite side of the ranch for their rotation. You do hear quite a distance off. There are footfalls coming.
Alright, there are guards coming, but we'll explain the situation, so no need to panic. Just stay calm.
Does healing magic work on this thing?
Do you want to try?
Do.
Okay.
Want to try, first level, second level healing word. I just need another. There we go.
Does your healing magic work on constructs?
I know it doesn't work on Warforged.
I don't believe healing magic works on constructs. So you cannot heal this thing.
Wow, that's interesting.
Can you become me? And I touch it.
Yeah, probably fucking tomorrow. Like, Jesus Christ, we were sitting there, we were having a nice conversation, you know, I thought you was pretty cool, okay? I was trying to grow a body to talk to you with, because, you know, I was, like, learning how to speak from you guys, but no, Mr. Fancy Pants over there had to get all fucking uppity and be like, oh, I gotta stab this thing. It's a fucking...
You're
ninja.
fucking creepy!
Yeah, you're no prize yourself.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Alright, everyone calm down. We're sorry. I'm sorry. I should have stopped him.
Yeah, why didn't you, huh? You're supposed to be the brains of this operation.
I don't know about that one.
Hey. We were just scared.
Oh, so what? You think you can just stab whatever scares you? That's what that is, huh?
To be honest,
That's
in
typically how the
past,
way
it
the
tends to
world
have
works there.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you scare me. Can I have a blade? Can I have a sword so I can stab you?
Alright, fine, dickhead. I'll go ahead and throw a dagger at its feet.
Okay, he picks it up. He will actually try to go stab Dayton.
Oh, shit!
Assimilate!
Dayton, are
There
you
can only be
surprised
one.
by
Replace!
Dayton's behavior? I'm not.
23 to hit you, Dayton.
That will hit it.
Alright, 6 points of damage to you.
I mean, to be fair, you were
Ha!
asking for it.
Alright,
No.
Okay.
stop. Now we're even, right?
You hear Algernon's voice. Alright, where the hell did they go?
We're here. We're talking to it.
Dad, I'm over here.
Dad, we are over here with the thing that's pretending to be me.
You see Algernon comes around. He goes, what the hell is going on here? As the 4 guards approach.
We don't know, but we're peaceful.
Well, this thing looks like my son. What do you... Get rid
Your
of it.
son touched it. I think it can look like somebody else tomorrow.
Dayton.
What?
Surprise! It's twins.
Happy birthday.
How did you get here?
Same way that you got here. I walked here.
That's not what I meant. How did your little puddle come to be?
That's me.
Yes.
How long did it take you to get here?
That took me about probably a couple weeks.
Are there any others?
Maybe. I don't know.
Could you help us find them?
I don't associate with those squares, okay?
What do you mean associate with? Where did you even fucking come from?
Oh, where we all came from.
Where's that?
Oh, I came from Aria.
Arya.
Where's Arya? Have we heard of her?
Can I make a Arcana check?
You know, it's down south a little bit.
Have I heard of Arya before?
Aria is a town, David.
Oh, okay.
Aria is a town that you guys have on your map, and you know that it was the town that was recently taken over by the Daywalkers, or by the Brotherhood. It was originally Daywalker territory. And about less than like a month or so ago, it was taken over by the Brotherhood.
Are you alone by choice?
Yeah, of course I am. Algernon is just staring at this like he doesn't know what to do. The guards don't know what to do. They're just kind of looking at each other. They all have weapons drawn, but they're not doing anything.
I'm going to kneel down. I'm in front of it. Just, hands still up. Make sure he knows I'm not a threat.
Well, you gonna fucking blow me or something? What the fuck are you doing?
I'm just fascinated.
Are you hungry?
Fast enough to
I
blow
don't
him?
know what that means.
Yeah. Okay.
You
How do
have
you
the
sustain-
cravings to eat rocks and or strange pond water.
No, but
That
I know
is fucking
but I know
uncalled
that
for.
asshole did.
That
So you have the memories of someone else.
Yeah,
That
that's how it
is-
works. That's how it works. I touch somebody, I get the memories for a day.
How did you get out of Arya?
I traveled.
You have no recollection of what you saw.
Oh no, I know what I saw. I saw a bunch of people running for their lives. One of them touched me, and then I ran.
Would you describe yourself as good?
That's up to personal opinion.
Define good.
Like, are you working with the Brotherhood?
No. Not
Do I
really.
believe
Inside
it?
check.
Do
Inside
I
check.
believe
Make an
it?
insight check.
I completely believe him. I got a 3.
Hey,
25.
17.
bear in
Oh.
mind, if this is Dayton me, this has a plus 15 to persuasion and deception.
It seems to be telling the truth.
Were you made by the Brotherhood?
No.
So like
Do
what?
I believe it?
Make an insight check again.
Yeah.
Oh, 17 plus 13. That's
22.
30.
30. He was not made by the Brotherhood.
No. I mean, no, I don't think this was made by their hands.
Are you against the Brotherhood?
No. As long as they don't bother me none, I don't care.
Like, did you even have a plan
Yeah.
when you fucking left? Like, we just said, "Oh, I'll just fucking leave," and then
Yeah.
Like,
my
what
plan was-
after?
Yeah, my plan was to leave, and then I left.
like a follow through, but is what I'm asking.
I'm
not
sorry.
what
I'm
you
sorry. I'm
did.
coming through your memories right now, and I gotta tell you, you're really not the kind of person who should be lecturing me on this shit.
You.
It's like you, but wittier. This is great.
I don't like it.
Now you have maybe you can now understand what it's like to sometimes talk to you.
Look, can we just get rid of this thing, please? Like, I don't
So
want
many
hang-
questions.
We can Would you be willing to come with us, away from this
Well, that
ranch?
depends. Am I gonna get stabbed again?
Hopefully not.
No. I'm gonna look at real Dayton. No.
Yeah, you heard her.
Can I at least have my dagger back?
Yeah, of course. He'll toss it to you.
Thanks.
Yeah, fine. I'll go. Hey, Pops, you just want me to leave the ranch, or what do you want me to go? Don't call me that. First of all, and second of all, just get away from the ranch, please. You got it. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna follow him since this is more interesting than a ranch. Fuck this horse place.
Can you ride horses?
Well, yeah, I've been riding horses all my life.
Care to try?
Yeah, sure. But do we have a horse? Or what's gonna happen here? He don't want me here. Can I get a horse? As he looks at real Dayton.
So my fantasy.
Why the fuck not? I firmly believed I have reached a point where I could have lost it, and probably I already have. And that's where I am right now.
Perfect. You're gonna have to get me I don't think they're gonna let me on. Let's go get a horse. And he'll just start walking back onto the ranch.
I'm gonna follow kind
You
of
see
closely.
Argonaut, you guys didn't get very far, so he's just watching this happen. Like, this is definitely the weirdest shit he's ever seen.
This is not the weirdest thing we've seen yet.
As you guys make your way back to the stables where all the horses were, you see him pretty much with exact knowledge of how to do so. Saddle a horse, properly mount a horse, and begin riding. Like he's been doing it for all his life.
It really just learns everything you know.
That's fucking creepy. And also very
Fascinating.
dangerous.
I mean, this is amazingly powerful.
If it was not made by the Brotherhood, then what the hell made it?
You think it's trying to replace you?
I don't think it's a matter about being replaced. It's a matter of the other thing. Knowing everything I know, knowing everything that I can do. That's messed up.
Maybe it's gonna take that knowledge back somewhere.
It could. I don't like it.
Just follow it.
Hey, you assholes coming or what?
Yeah, I'm been following this entire time.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Thing's
where
not getting
are you
any alone
taking
from.
this black ichor being?
To the end.
You're gonna go to an inn with this thing?
Can I put a cloak over it?
It'll make a persuasion roll.
Just walk in like the kids from the Peanuts on Halloween.
17 plus 2, 19.
He'll let you. He'll allow you to put a cloak over him.
Just so no one gets the wrong idea. You don't want to, repeat of him.
Well, wouldn't that be a good thing?
You getting stabbed again?
Oh, you mean the stabbing thing? Nah, we don't want that.
What do you mean a repeat of him being a good thing? I don't think that's a very good thing.
Twins? We could try and pass it off as twins anyway.
Alright, shut up. I'm gonna go ahead and bust out my disguise kit. Fucking stand still. Let me work with you.
No. I'm okay. I'm already perfect as I am. All right.
How about you let me handle decision making here, since you're technically the imposer in this situation.
I think you meant impasta, buddy.
I shut up and let me
And
do what I
he's-
need to do.
Not only does he have all of Dayton's abilities, but he's also smarter than Dayton.
So at this point, I'll go ahead and use my disguise kit to try to mute some of the
I'd like you to
other
make
features.
a general insight check, Dayton.
Because I can beat plus 15, obviously. 15 plus 2, 18?
18. you go over and kind of begin like working on it on this creature, you know, fixing him up, doing X, Y, and Z. And I'm gonna actually send you. Wait, have you told out of game? Have you told everybody already?
No.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Then I will PM you.
probably not.
Secrets.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
It's a tunnel of secrets, and it looks like a hole in the ground.
So surprising.
Secret
Wow. A shop.
tunnel.
Whoa.
All right. So yeah, just using this guy's kit. This is technically black ichor. Not a lot I can do. I don't exactly have anything skin tone
It has a
wise.
solid form. It is just a fully black Dayton.
Right.
Ooh.
So like that's the catch with this guy's kit. I don't know exactly how much skin tone I have. I don't know.
We'll
If it
say
will
make
stay.
a check with your disguise kit.
I do have proficiency with it, so I don't know how much.
So charisma plus proficiency.
So it'll be plus
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
even with a plus 10, that's not going to be as good.
My
as I want it to be.
rebuttal.
That's going to be 12.
12? All right, you begin kind of messing around, and I mean, you've never worked on a black canvas before. So,
Nope.
I mean,
The only canvas I've worked on is this one.
exactly. So you did the best with what you had.
All right, whatever. At least it's a little different. If anyone asks, like, maybe you have like burns or some shit. I don't know.
That's a good idea.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that you appreciate some of the smarter details about me, unlike some of these other assholes. All right.
Well,
I just
can
kinda
we-
look
are we going
away.
to the tavern, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Gotta go ahead and make a deal to go ahead and host all of you since there's no room at the Swan household. So let's head out.
Alrighty. Okay, so you guys are
Since
going to.
that's the
so you're gonna head
case,
to the Blue Mark. The Blue Mark is the tavern. The heavy board is the. Oh wait, no, my mistake. No, it was just the tavern. That was the inn. So the Blue Mark.
So since that means we're leaving, Hornet is going to be retrieved.
Okay. So as you get to the stables, you see that Hornet is clean.
I didn't see either one actually come up to back here for you.
You watch as Iker Dayton walks up. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Oh, I
Hey.
haven't seen you in so long. He starts petting Hornet's side, and Hornet like looks excited at first, and then confused, and then just kind of gives into the pets.
The fuck you doing?
Oh, this is Hornet. This is my best friend.
This is my best friend. You are some copy that thinks it's my best friend. What am I even fucking saying? The longer I stand next to you, the more my head hurts.
It's okay, buddy.
Whoa.
Don't listen to him, okay? He starts petting him underneath the chin.
That's his favorite spot too. God damn it.
He will not mount up on Hornet though. He will allow you to.
You fucking better not.
And you guys will make your way to the Blue Mark, which, true to its name, it's a blue building. And as you enter, you can see that there are a number of individuals in here. Seem like laborers who are just in the process of having a midday meal. You can see that there is a silver dragonborn who is currently posted up at the bar. He seems to actually be kind of humming a tune to himself as he finishes cleaning off a few glasses. He looks over, says, hello. Welcome to the Blue Mark.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. My name is Rondeth. Pleasure. Oh,
Mhm.
wait, I know you.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Swan. It's great to see you again.
Oh, it's good to be back. Listen, I got myself and a few friends here. Looking to go ahead and get some rooms. How many you got available?
I've got 4 available at the moment.
4? go ahead and look back at the group. What are you thinking? Bunk buddies, or how much you want?
I'm always down for a friend.
I'm gonna need a room to myself. I gotta make sure that the complexion, stays as fair as it possibly can, and I can't have people in the room with me ruining that.
All right, asshole.
We'll discuss it. We'll. I think that would be fine. Thank you.
Sure.
Cool. So 4 rooms.
Sure. Kind of tries to look under the hood.
It's
Hey,
don't need
You
to
really
worry about
glare
it.
obnoxiously at your customers like this all the time?
No, but that sounded just like...
Don't worry about it. It'll hurt your
A
head.
future impressionist artist.
Make a deception check! Make a deception check!
I was waiting for a moment for me to actually speak up, and then you decided to say this.
I'm proficient at
You
this.
could always give him advantage. You could give him advantage, dude.
The roll's already declared before I could even say
I
anything.
haven't
So.
said it. I just rolled one.
Alright, what'd you roll?
It would be a reliable talent, so it'd be 18.
18? Okay. Okay, I rolled an 8. Well, very, very impressive. Okay, so for 4 rooms for the night, that'll run you about a gold and 1 silver, and that does include breakfast the next day.
Gold and silver, nightly. Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and fish out something real quick and go ahead and bring out 4 platinum
Okay.
and shuffle it over to the bartender. And go. For the time being, it's kind of indeterminate how many nights we're gonna be here, so just consider it, upfront payment, and then whatever's extra is extra.
He just kind of stares at the fact that you just handed him what is essentially 40 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, of course, Mr. Swan. Thank you very much. And he'll put it. His hand is kind of trembling as he puts it into the cup.
This is both that I make in 3 months.
But you guys will be given your room keys and allowed up into your rooms, which are on the nicer end. This is definitely a more high-end sort of inn. You can see that the rooms are much more spacious. The beds are also a bit bigger than than some of the other taverns you've stayed in. There is a large window in each room that can be opened to let in the cool breeze. There's both a wardrobe and a footlocker for you to store your things in, and you can also see that there is a what looks like what's the word I'm thinking of? I think it's called a shower pot, whatever it was, the big wooden thing that you would take a shower in. You can see that there is one set up. It is individual, so it's one set up in each corner, and there is a small fireplace for you to heat up the water.
So who's bunking with who?
Maybe I'll need to have a chat first, as a group.
Yes.
All right. Yes, I see where this is going. Okay, don't worry. I will bunk with Dayton.
Actually, I was generally thinking like that was going to be the move that I was going to do, and yeah, I agree.
All right, cool. You got the two most beautiful people in one room together.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I sleep.
Is it?
I sleep in a room with Ezreal. Carrion's by himself. Astra's by himself, and Valak sleeps outside.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So that's 1, 2. Okay, yeah, that's 4.
That's
All right.
All right.
Someone's got a bunk.
All right. So can we get this squared away?
Do we
I
stick
mean-
our two clones together?
It's gonna be a little awkward, but I think I could be able to handle it.
Well, she was
Neither of us will be virgins.
she was saying we need a conversation or something.
Well, I I'm sure people have questions, and I'm sure you have questions for us. Do you?
Yeah, here's a question. Do you all just randomly stab things?
No, just 2 of them.
First of all, it's not fucking random, my stabbings. My stabbings tend to go through a process of, does it look dangerous? If dangerous, can I stab it? Which, if I can't stab it, is yes, I will proceed to do so.
As calm and collected as a volcano, I like it.
And one thing,
Yes.
you don't have a name, do you?
I don't. I guess it's Dayton, at least for right now.
Is there anything else you'd like us to call you? Because that might get confusing.
Why did I all of a sudden feel like an urge to make a really shitty pun? Like a really shitty pickup line.
Probably because that's the general go-to.
Ah. Should I still do it?
Because
Yes.
you're modeled after an idiot.
Gotcha. Okay, so he'll look at you. Alright, well, you can call me anytime, sweetheart. But...
Yeah, I should have expected that answer.
no. If y'all can come up with a name for me, I'll go by that.
What's the coolest thing you can think of?
Alright. I've got my Elvish dictionary, and all the words in it are bullshit.
Let's see. He'll
That's because it's probably Tolkien Elvish and not.
Yeah.
let's see. I will make an imagination check. He'll close his eyes for a moment. The coolest thing I can imagine. Okay, now picture this for a moment, if you will. I see a mountain. I see a horse riding up that mountain, but that horse has wings, and those wings are on fire. Not only are those wings on fire, there is a majestic cavalry traveling behind me. Each of them raising banners in my honor as we ascend to the heavens and rain terror over the skies.
Lettuce.
How about Zelgius?
Zelgius.
Wait.
Alright. Sure. I'll go with that name.
I brought this out for nothing.
Oh, boo-hoo!
Zayas, would you care to bunk with me?
I mean, yeah. Sure, if that's the situation. Is that all you want to... Is that it? You just wanted to ask me, like, what I want to know about you, what my coolest thoughts are, and then give me a name?
What is it?
Zelgius,
What is it?
I guess.
How do you spell it?
ZLGIUS.
Z L G I U ZLGIUS.
ZLGIUS.
Zelgius.
Zilgus.
Alright.
So
Zel. Alright, that's pretty good.
Okay, so is that it? You give me a place to stay for the place, and then we're gonna just get out of here. What's the deal?
Well, that's the catch, though, ain't it? You said you were from a little bit up north, yeah?
No, I said south, but you know, same difference.
I don't. Whatever. You said that there were people like running all over and all that, yeah?
Yeah, after the incursion.
Do you remember nothing before that?
I remember that I was hanging out. There were some nice kids that found me. They were very fun. We played stickball.
Stickball.
It's really weird. Okay, so you know how like there's like these round things, like they're like orbs, right? Well, you
Balls,
take,
yes.
yeah, you take them and then you throw them, and then someone else has a stick, and then you gotta hit that. You gotta try to hit the ball while it's in the air, and then like it goes running, and then you gotta run to like certain places, and then like other people try to get the ball and try to hit you with the ball, and it's really cool.
Really?
What happened to those kids? Do you know?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. They're probably safe. I didn't see them after that day. Their parents were afraid of me.
So, like, kids found you,
Yeah.
and that's the earliest memory you got?
Oh no, the earliest memory I got was being created.
By fucking who?
Please share.
Well, let's see. There was some grumbling, and then there was like a flash of light, and then there was like cold, and then I existed.
Mm,
How old are you?
Probably about 4.5 months old.
that. Hmm.
So you were there in that town for 4.5 months, but only recently.
How many other people have you been?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 78.
That's some good memory.
That's almost one a day.
Yes. Oh, wait, maybe my math is wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Oh
16,
god.
17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Do you count the same person as a different person?
It's
I don't think that technically counts.
Okay, then
No.
that takes off about 16.
all right. So
Who
real
were
quick,
you for 16 days?
Oh, there was this really nice woman that I was traveling with. She found me. She adopted me, kind of. But she let me take her form so we could have conversations. Talked something about missing her grandchildren a lot. Apparently they died. And yeah, it was real sad. I still remember some of it
What?
at least.
what in the god fuck? Like, okay, you know how you were made, but like, you were found by kids, and that's how you escaped.
It's bits and pieces, okay? My memory isn't perfect. I just
You know what,
remember
no-
things that I deem important enough to remember.
Okay, actually, you know what? That actually makes the most sense because that's kind of how my head works.
Do you know how they died?
No. She just got in the news that they died. Apparently, they were in the Daywalkers. And they died trying to take Nightshade, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah. Nightchan is a dangerous area.
Yeah, I think that was it. But yeah, she was nice. It was kind of weird. She was weirded out. Well, she was weirded out the first time. But she was just happy for the company.
You wouldn't be able to look like her
Nope,
if you
that's
wanted
not
to.
how this works.
How does it work?
I can take on someone's identity for 24 hours.
Mm. Can you dispel
And
it
then it just-
yourself?
I haven't tried. Hang on, let me try. He'll concentrate for a moment, kind of closing his fists. Am I different?
No.
No.
Then I can't do it myself.
Well, that's an unfortunate restriction.
Do you have to wait the whole day, or?
Oh yeah, I wait until the full day goes, and then I go back to being my puddle. And then a new person comes, and I try to talk to them. And then if they touch me, I become them for 24 hours, and then I get another day.
Can you cast magic?
Yeah, a little bit.
Can you do something?
Depends on how long. It depends on how well the person's memories are put together. So, like, if you're like a smart type caster, then I can kind of do that a little bit better. But if like with you, you're more force of personality wise, it takes me a little longer to figure out how to kind of push it forward. But I think I can. Hang on, I think I can do this. And he'll kind of concentrate for a moment, and you watch as a small. As there's a small flash of this kind of darker energy as he manages to cast Hex on Dayton.
That feels fucking weird. How'd you do that?
I don't. How do you do it?
Typically I just go like, oh, I'll have a bit of that, and then it fucking happens.
Yeah, so that's what I did. I had a bit of that. You see how complicated this shit is to explain?
How about you try with me tomorrow?
Sure.
But
I can
hold
do
on. Before we do that though,
that. Yeah.
you like to do in a trick that you do all the time, Asta. What with making images and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Because I can do that too.
Let me see. Concentrates for a moment. Is it working?
Not
there-
that we can see.
Yeah, like I said, it's bits and pieces, so I gotta kind of figure this shit out as we go along here.
Okay, fine. Let me try to
Yeah.
best explain it as much as I was told in the Bodic School. When you do like illusionary stuff, you need to actually like think it and then like fucking believe it. Sort of like the shit that you do currently, except you know it's not real, even though you want it to be.
Well, I didn't say I want it to be. I don't know. I don't know. I have a good life. This is just how I know how to live.
Is it easier to sort of do the magic stuff if you're in the same body, or if you get to be the same body more than one day?
It depends. Maybe. I haven't really took over a caster for more than a day, honestly.
Interesting.
Although, like I said, when something is more like a committed to memory kind of thing, it's much easier because I can comb through memories and know how to do it. But when I have to do it just because I can do it, it's much harder. It's kind of like you're trying to teach yourself to swim without arms and legs.
Yeah.
Is there something in you that makes you have an urge to become somebody else, or do you
Yeah, it's
just
because
do
I
it?
can't move.
That's fair. I'm just wondering if there's some kind of, I don't know, force driving you to do it as well.
I mean, no. At least I don't think so. Because I don't... It's not like I'm actively seeking people to do it. To come and, be like, hey, you should come touch me, so I can take over your personality for a day and I can get further. Like the last time this happened, how you guys found me about the ranch over there. There was like this homeless guy who found me. He touched me, and then I went to sleep next to the shed thing, and then I forgot that I only had 24 hours, and I kind of reverted back near the shed. I probably would have been stuck there for a while, honestly.
So do you actually need sleep?
No, I mean, not really. It's nice. It's kind of like a luxury, It's something you only get to do every so often.
When you don't have it, then I suppose so.
Exactly. See, he understands.
Real quick, I'm gonna turn over the group. Are we gonna like bring him back to that town? Because it sounds like that's where he should be. But it's also
I have a secondary idea.
That is?
I have to look up her name. Miss Silverhawk, the head arcanist. I talked to her one day before we left a couple months back, and she wanted me to bring her interrupt, but might be one-upping that.
But the thing is, you know how some
Erupt. What the hell are those?
comb through his. Has Dayton met one before, or?
Nope, not formally.
Hmm.
He's been able to fight off a creature like it, but no one's described what interrupt is.
I'm
Best
just thinking.
describe it. You'll
He's the-
you'll learn the very next day. Don't worry about it.
Well, explain them to me. What do they look like? What do they taste
Um,
like?
They're like goo monsters.
But like him,
Very angry.
Oh, you're talking about my brothers and sisters. Yeah, I know them.
Like green.
Yeah.
Likes to eat magic.
Yeah.
wait a minute. You one of the
Well, I mean,
one of these
I
things?
guess one, like kinda. I don't know. They're a lot more like not so good in the mind department.
They're like
Yeah.
feral
You
animals
noticed.
while compared to you. You're sentient.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But they do talk. You just gotta be able to hear them.
What do they usually
How-
say?
How do you hear?
Well, we all hear each other. Well, when we want to. I haven't wanted to be heard in a long time.
Yeah. What do they usually say when?
Oh, there's some basic, simple stuff like band together, search for this person, search for that person, sleep, things like that. Very simple thoughts.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, eradicate comes up a lot actually.
Hmm.
Eradicate. Cool.
Everyone.
The fuck
Can
you mean
you-
everyone?
Everyone.
Can you tell them to stop?
I mean, I could, but they probably wouldn't listen to me.
Would they listen to like someone else beside you?
I mean, maybe they probably talk to Dad.
Who's dad?
There's a
Well,
dad.
I presume. Well, I call him Dad. I call him Dad because when I was telling you that, like there was the dark, then there was the light, then there was the cold. It was kind of like a. I thought I heard a guy's voice. I don't quite remember what it is, so I call him Dad. But that could have just been maybe someone was passing by when I was getting made. But I just call him Dad.
I don't suppose you heard the name Tremor at all?
Yeah, I heard it a few times. I don't know. They want to eat him too.
What name comes up the most?
He starts kind of thinking for a moment. Not really any names. But I've definitely heard the name Trema before. I think I'm remembering someone named. I think his name was Umbrella or something.
Umbra.
Yeah, that. And another guy, his name was the odd individual. Let's see. I remember there was the Viper chick. She's a feisty one, at least from what they said.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And
There was a sly individual, but I don't know, man. I don't know how you could be more sly than this. Like, come on, you can't read this. Look at this face. How can you read this? Let's see. He starts thinking. There was random names. Alia, Zachary, Taylor. Yeah. A lot of people.
Huh.
Taylor. I don't suppose you mean Taylor.
No, Taylor.
No. And
Well.
this leads to the final question.
Yeah.
I know Boo said that he wants to take you somewhere, but I guess this kind of leads back to what I was asking. Do you have a follow through? You left, but
Travel. See the world. One day at a time.
so I guess you're a lot like me, where it's just no interest in really going back to old styles and places.
Maybe once I'm finished looking.
The world's pretty dangerous right now.
Yeah, I can handle myself though. I'm a pretty resilient individual.
You're pretty resilient after you were like fucking pissing your pants after getting
Well, yeah, I
stabbed.
couldn't fight back. You're fighting a defenseless creature. Plus, there's like what? There's like 7 of you and there's 1 of me. That's just bad odds.
Yeah, fair enough.
Once again, we're so sorry.
Yes, I apologize on Dayton's behalf.
It's okay. I appreciate it. But anything else you want to know from me?
Well, I guess there ain't a lot to glean over unless someone else wants to speak up.
I don't know what else there is to know.
Well, then you get into contact with whoever you wanted to talk to there, Boomeister. And I guess we talk about what we're going to be doing tomorrow then. Because we still got work to do here.
All right. So you guys are just gonna turn in then?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can turn in this relative. Carrying will be up.
All right.
Keeping an eye on Shadow Man.
This is general. There's a lot of exciting things that can happen at night. See if there's any
Yeah.
spies lurking around. Being sneaky.
He'll just stay up staring at you, Carrie.
You gonna go to bed?
I don't have to. Do you have to go to bed?
As a matter of fact, unfortunately, a being that needs sleep.
Sounds unfortunate.
I know. I've always
thought
been
you was-
jealous of Esriel's.
I thought you was like demon types, like didn't need sleep.
No, not quite, unfortunately. There's so much you can learn when you watch people at night. Let me know if you see anything unusual.
All right.
You know,
I'll just stare at you.
But nope, not me. Out the window.
Out the window. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, yes. You know, strange cloaked figures going and hiding around corners.
Gotcha. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Fantastic. And I will sleep.
After like the first 5 minutes, be like, "Hey, I saw something."
What'd you see?
And there was like a thing. It like just went by really quickly. There it is again.
What did I look? What is it?
Make a perception check.
God. Dice rolling in my role-playing game? 16 plus 13.
It's a squirrel.
Oh, that's just a squirrel.
Right. Okay.
Goes back to bed.
I really want there to be a Gronk voice coming out of this guy now. Squeaker, squeak, squeaking.
All right. So as you all go to sleep.
Can I do something before I go to sleep?
Yeah, sure.
Can I write a letter?
Sure.
Okay.
Two.
Myself.
3,
A
4.
letter to yourself. Sure.
And just tuck it like kind of like a bookmark in my journal.
Sure. You can do that. Alrighty. So. The next morning comes to you all. You see that Zelgius is still just staring out the window.
before we move on,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yep.
head to the bathroom.
Okay.
Rats.
Rats.
Every time.
Rats.
Now you're fine. Go. I have something else I want to do.
Okay, what would you like to do?
What do you want to do?
You said there's a window to outside, right?
Yeah.
There's not like a balcony at all.
Nope, just a big window.
Could I open up the window,
Uh-huh.
climb out of it, and then get to the roof?
Yeah, sure. I'll say because you're a monk, you can do that pretty easily.
What's the structural integrity of the roof like?
Solid.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna get up to the roof.
Uh-huh.
I assume it's probably like 12 or 1 at night.
1 in the morning,
It'll be
sure.
fairly quiet. I'm gonna reach into my bag, and I'm going to pull out Rudy Brasspoon,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna sit there and kind of stare at him.
Sure.
Um,
Is that it?
What are you doing with yourself? Kid, I hope you're doing all right wherever you're at. I don't think I got to say this much when you were around or say it now, but I always thought you had the most potential. And you just wandered it in a really weird way. I don't know. That's all I got.
Alright.
I guess that reminds me. I would like to send a message to somebody.
I
who
do
you
have
sending
sh-
to?
To Nekex.
Alright. He's
Wait,
mine
whoa.
now.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I wanna do this.
Alright, go.
Your parents are worried about you. They miss you. Please tell me you're safe, at least.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Am I responding to this, or are you?
It's up to you. You want me to respond to it? I'll respond. Alright. Alright, I'll do it, sure. So you'll hear back.
I was gonna say there is no response.
Oh, okay. Actually, the only response you were gonna get was okay. If I was gonna respond for him. But if there's no response, then no response.
Shit.
Okay. Anything else that anybody wants to accomplish?
Yes, but Luke has to go to the bathroom.
I'll hold it.
Go.
That's not good. Go to
Go.
the bathroom.
Just-
do it. He's waiting.
You gotta
Fuck
get
it.
your pass.
I'll do it quick. Time.
Pee pee poo poo.
He's gotta have the angry pee. Don't worry about it. Did an angry poop not make you feel better?
All right. No one else wants to accomplish anything. We'll wait for Luke to get back.
During the night?
During the night.
During this time, we'd like to remind you that you can go on to google.com and look up whatever it is that your heart desires. Google is a website that can take you to another wonderful website called D&D Beyond.
Oh my
And,
God.
You know
You
what?
can also go to Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, Dayton? Huh?
It's gonna be just a small thing like how Goo did.
Uh-huh.
Dayton's just gonna sit on the bed. The armors and clothing has been removed for the time being. As added precaution, Dayton has actually put up the tiny hut. It's completely black and opaque, so no one can look in. Still, he'll take the rapier and still look at it. Still trying to figure out how he can make it better. Because if he can't, then what's the point of him having it? What do you want from me? Should I just like stab myself and that's gonna make it work? You gotta give me something because I don't know what you want. You tell me that there's some big thing or some small thing. That doesn't tell me anything. People do big things and small things all the time. I'm just looking for one specific thing, and that's dumb. It's ridiculous. Can't you like bend the rules a little bit? No, of course not. No one wants to bend the rules. No one wants to break them. Just whatever makes them comfortable. Even if it makes everyone else's lives miserable. There's another clone. Fucking unbelievable. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the rapier off the side and go to sleep.
Okay. Luke apparently left the Zoom call.
Mm-hmm.
Exploded.
The internet connection has probably exploded, or the computer itself died.
He had a
I mean,
super
I can
angry
do the
meeting.
conversation the next morning. It's fine.
Sure, okay. So the next morning will come.
Mhm.
What do you guys want to do?
I'd like to get up and go talk to Zelgius.
Sure.
Just
On my way back, I knocked out the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Luke.
I knew it.
Fantastic, Luke. Well done. Okay.
first he took out his ability to play well, and now this.
Okay, so you guys will, you'll make your way over to the room with Carrion. Carrion, how do you sleep?
You're muted,
You're
Emily.
How do I sleep?
Yeah, how do you sleep?
How does
Like,
Carrion?
do you snore?
Carrion's like a
Carrion's
like a thrasher.
Yeah.
So it's just
Your dong
so
out.
to put in the effort to like tuck
I mean, to
himself
be fair,
in.
everyone in medieval times fucking like slept basically naked.
To, like put in effort to like really tuck himself in like a burrito, but this time I'll stay in the bed. But then by the morning is like half hanging off, a light snore, like the blanket is just like barely covering anything, legs just strewn.
Gotcha.
You could never tell that this guy was once a soldier for the Brotherhood.
All right. So as you come to, you see Zelgius is simultaneously like one eye is looking at you, one eye is looking out the window.
Hi, Eric.
All right. So
That's a skill.
all right, you two can have your
Thank you.
conversation now.
Oh, I was just gonna do Zelgius thing before. Okay.
Okay, let's do the Zelgius thing first, and then we'll go over to Ezreal.
Sure, I'm taking up all the spotlight.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right. So you enter into the. So do you knock or do you just walk in?
I'll just walk in.
All right. So you see a very sprawled Carrion and a Zelgius who is simultaneously looking at him and out the window.
Hey, thing, I don't remember what we called you. I'm sorry.
I call him Zaggy. Ugh.
Zaggy.
Zell.
I'm
Zell. Zell.
gonna call it. I'm gonna call you Ziggy.
Yeah. I don't
So
know.
you have all of Dayton's memories, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me something embarrassing? Just so I can have it over him.
Oh.
Let's see. He starts combing through them. You can tell he's like trying to comb through memories right now. Huh. There's one thing, but I don't know if he wants you to know that.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, apparently he walked in on his mom one time. Thought she was somebody else. Yeah, that got really weird. I don't know how much detail you want on that.
I just want to know if with the dad or by herself
By
or
herself.
what.
Apparently
Fascinating.
They had a guest visiting them. One of the representatives from the Daywalkers visiting them, and apparently he was drunk one day. He got the rooms confused and walked in on his mother and thought it was the representative. And we're gonna stop there before I go into too much detail.
Oh, I love it. Is there anything you want? Just I can get you whatever it is you like.
Well, no, I'm alright, thanks.
Alrighty. And I will walk away.
All right.
Arian pops up. That was epic.
Yeah, by the
Did
way,
you
you like smacked your wrist like 10 times last night. Are you okay?
Oh, that happens. It's fine.
And your head, is your head okay? That went into like the headboard like 5.
Uh,
You are very, very violent.
Thanks, I suppose.
That wasn't a compliment, but you take it as you want, sweet cheeks. I'm gonna get out of here.
Did you see anything?
I mean,
Besides
yeah.
the squirrel?
Besides the squirrel? No. I don't know, I saw your dick flying in the wind a few times, but that was about it.
Well, hope you enjoyed the show.
I mean, I didn't, but
And
I'm gonna
Gary
go,
will get
I'm gonna go
dressed
find
and leave.
Dayton. I'll walk out.
Right.
And I believe Luke and Goo wanted to have a thing.
Yeah, dude. Goo and the real person.
Yeah.
Hey, Goo, what's up?
He transcends television. It's like the Fat Albert movie.
Television.
It transcends to the computer like Fat Al.
All right, so yes, so you and Ezreal. Go ahead.
So coming back into the room, Ezreal, what are you doing? Trancing. Okay.
Oh!
I'm just joking. I'm joking. No, don't actually.
Why are you using a
Of course I'm
statue
not
of Denier?
No, I guess I'm just kind of waking up, getting ready, making sure everything's in my pack, lamenting my lack of a sword.
Oof. I would walk in, very, very, very quickly shuffle over to her, grab her by both of her cheeks and kiss her on the forehead.
Aww.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, I'm sorry.
For what?
It's been a while, and I didn't want you to think that I'd been ignoring what you said, but I kind of have, and you put your feelings out in the open, and I didn't tell you anything, and I'm sorry.
Hey, It's okay. I wasn't exactly hoping for you to hear.
Understand what you
it.
said?
Yeah.
I get that, but I care about you and I should be able to at least dignify you with a response. But it's been like 3 weeks. And
It's
be
okay,
quiet.
really. It doesn't matter. I mean,
It,
we're still
yes,
friends.
it does. The
That
the
last
whole
bit.
reason that who's it coming from?
I have no fucking clue, but I just heard ha 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 ha.
It's Luke. Oh,
It's my roommates are playing a game in the front room.
Oh, okay.
Ezreal, the whole reason I came back to life was to fix all of this, and part of that is you. I wanted you to have a happier life, and I wanted to fix things for you because I care about you. And you put your feelings out in the open, and I just ignored them.
I appreciate it, but it's not your job to fix me. It's mine. And I can't expect you to do that for me.
I agreed, but I can still try something. If you get to a point that you don't know what to do, you turn to me. That's blatantly obvious at this point.
Yeah, we make a pretty good team, huh?
It's just the first time we lost you, when we lost Octa, I wasn't bonded enough with you at that point to really be affected by it. I still cared, but I just assumed that's the unfortunate truth. The second time you came back in just a second, so I didn't even really have time to react, and you were fine. But the third time, I broke down. I relived what I went through, losing my family, and then you were just my friend. I don't know. I don't want to know what it feels like to lose you as my daughter. But I
Understood.
want you to be happy.
I am.
I want you to
happy.
feel secure. And if that's what does it, then I guess I'm okay with that.
I'm not going to force you into that kind of thing. And I know you've lost your daughter, and it was kind of selfish of me to expect something like that, but I don't expect it. I I don't know what I'm trying to say. I look up to you. I think you're amazing. I don't know. If I did have a father figure in my life, you'd be, the closest thing. But it's okay. I've had this conversation before. I know how to handle it.
What do you mean?
With the Grand Cleric. I saw him as a father figure, but he made it clear that professional, teacher, student, nothing muddling it. He cares about me, but not in that kind of way.
Honestly, I don't know what I saw you as in a family sense, but I think you are family. You're the only real family I have, other than, well, my mom, but that's a bag of worms that I don't want to touch with a 9-foot pole.
Understandable. So I I didn't mean to put all this on you.
No, I'm glad that you're putting it on me. I can't imagine what somebody else would try to make out of a situation like this. Your dependencies on people you've only known for, I don't know how long we've been together now.
10 years, give or take.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's go get breakfast.
Yeah.
All right.
We will leave to get breakfast.
All right, so you guys head downstairs. Breakfast was included as part of your package. Dayton, as you are getting ready with your morning, you will hear a bang on your door. Hey, Dayton, come on. It's time to go.
Give me a sec. I'm just getting my stuff back on as a process.
He'll open the door.
Mm-hmm.
And you're fully getting prepared?
I am.
All right, we'll close the door. All right, so what, like 10, 15 minutes?
Typically.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll get that squared away. Yeah. For the record, I'm sorry if this is weird to you.
Life ain't fucking fair.
Nah, it ain't. Never will be. That's just how it is. But hey, at least you got something to look forward to afterward, yeah? Look at you, gonna be a big hotshot.
I ain't so sure about no more. They're counting on me.
I mean, you can always come back after.
And if we fuck this up,
Yeah, I know. He'll come over and kind of put his arms on your side. Say, hey, come on, big face, come on. Look, I know. I was combing through the memories, and I saw it. I'm sure it's a lot, especially to go from such a quiet life to now, like, oh, literally everything can be gone because of you. Sure, it's more than you ever asked for. But you gotta be a big man, alright?
I just didn't want any friends. And I think I have them now. And I need to keep them safe. And that's gonna be one fucking massive ball to juggle in the air along with everything else.
Well, I think, I don't know. I've only been in your body for a day. I can't say where you should be. But,
Nah. You've not been in my body. You've been in the idea of who I am.
Oh, I know who you are. And I know you've had a lot to do. You've had a lot to do, and I know you've had a lot to prove. But, I don't know. I think it's important. I don't think what you're doing is bad in any way. You're trying to help your family, and you should be happy for that. I mean, it might not be the life you wanted, but at least you're doing something to push everything forward, yeah? But at least with this whole new business, maybe that's gotta be a new priority, you know? It's like you got this. It's like if this bigger business doesn't pan out, then the smaller business doesn't pan out, you know?
Right.
So it's like maybe just set the smaller business aside for now, and then just worry about the bigger business. You don't overburden that brain of yours.
There's only one business. There's only one thing that's just been rolling around my head, and it's this fucking rapier, and I can't.
Yeah, I don't know what. I kind of understand what that is, but it's weird. It's like
Like, what are they asking me for? They want me to say the truth? They want me to like go up to everyone, shake their hand, and say, "Hey, how the fuck are you?"
I don't think
You know,
so. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I think the journey is what you make of it. At least that's what I'm understanding. So it's like, maybe they're not waiting for anything in particular to happen. They're just waiting for something to happen. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out just as much as you are. Because, I gotta tell you, it's interesting.
You know, you ain't so bad for a bunch of goo.
Yeah, and you ain't so bad for a jackass. Now get ready. There's breakfast. Fucking
Right.
pancakes, the whole 9 yards.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
Fucking pancakes.
They got your bacon. They got your eggs. They got them little blueberries that they decide to throw on there. Just
They got pancakes. They got cake pans.
So 15 minutes or so later, after Goo Dayton comes down in his hood and everything, real Dayton will come. You guys are served breakfast, and funnily enough, there are pancakes.
Yay!
You got some pancakes. You got a bit of what at first you think is just wolf meat again, but it actually does appear to be some sort of I guess because Goo's never really seen him before. It is pork.
Oh no, I was fucking with Dayton.
Oh, okay.
And I would have leaned over to Ezreal at some point and been like, "Hey, I convinced Dayton yesterday. I didn't know what a pig was."
It is it is pork. You guys are served.
Oh boy.
And then of course a tall glass of ale to accompany.
Starting the day right.
Yep. Dude,
Pass
you
the
kidding
ale
me?
to
Getting
whoever.
right back on that horse.
I pass the ale to whoever wants it.
Balak.
Avalok will take it and drink it.
Block is my alcohol
Yeah.
garbage disposal.
Okay, so what's the plan for the day then?
Well, I guess we better start our investigation today.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember remembering something like that.
You still wanted to talk with anyone else at the Swan place, or you want to start going through town, seeing if you can't find anyone? And then the other point of order is, no, we keep it in. As I'm looking at Ziggurat. That's not his name.
Zelgius.
Zilgius.
Xerneas.
No, y'all. I mean, I assume you're keeping me, unless you guys want me to go. I got other places I can go.
Do I have a rough mental time of when he turned into Dayton?
Yeah, he's got
specific time of day.
Yeah, it was about midday when that happened.
Okay,
Sorry,
I did want to keep.
About mid-afternoon, approaching night when that happened.
I guess I'd make sure everyone should understand that that's something you should keep in mind. Is
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I'll alert you as to when abouts it is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I get like a mental ding. It's like, hey, You're gonna be goop soon. And I'm like, okay, brain. I'll go somewhere where somebody can find me so I don't have to be goop no more.
That's right.
What's the longest stretch you've stayed goop?
24. Goop. Goop. Probably about 2.5 weeks.
Did you get lonely?
No.
Finally,
At the time I was connected, as he points to his head. So I had everybody with me. It's never lonely. This
Good
one
night.
very good for
That's
conversation.
about a long time ago.
And you're not anymore?
Nope.
How did that happen?
Oh, I just chose to leave. Well, chose to turn it off. See, it's kind of like a, it's weird. It's kind of like a, how do I put this in a way that I understand? Okay, you know how like there's like herders? Like people who like, you know, they keep a track on everything?
Mhm.
So basically, it's kind of like that, but I hid from my herder. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. Hang on. It's like, I don't know. There was like this feeling that I had that I could just kind of disconnect. And I wanted to, and I did.
I don't know how you can do this. All right, no. Think about it like a river, except there's like a fork, except the fork didn't really exist beforehand. So all the water decided to go that way, you decided to go that way.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can call it like that. Call it the diverging path, if you will.
That's a little bit smarter to think of. Yeah. No. I'm planning on actually going back. At the very least, talk with some old friends, see whether or not there's been any news. And that will be for me personally. Don't know about the rest of you.
Searching the town, maybe, for anything suspicious?
Sure. Did you want me to come along, or did you want me to skedaddle?
You can join if you want.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can come with. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. No one come back to the compound. Just me.
Anybody want to go along with Mr. Sadface over here?
Are you sad?
Nah, I'm not sad. No. Oh,
You
just
can always meet up with us, so.
Insert check.
This would be
27. Are you sad,
This would be
Dayton?
deception. Or persuasion, whichever.
the way it's a plus 15, but it's 18. So there is a moment that you do see Dayton just looking over everyone, trying to see whether or not there's interest. And the longer that there's not an answer, the more he's just accepting, like, no one's coming. It's fine, but I'm used
You're
to
muted,
being with
Emily.
you.
You're still muted.
Mitoto.
I'll go. Gotta keep practicing that riding. And I grunt because I'm still in pain.
Alright. So Carrie, you're gonna accompany Dayton, and Goo Dayton is gonna go with the rest of you to start investigating? Is that how I'm understanding it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys finish out your breakfast and begin breaking off into your two groups to begin your investigation, and we will go ahead and end the session there.
Ooh.
We have the best
Yeah.
character now.
We snaw.
Yes.
Now we can have two Lord Leonards. Great.
All right, we'll pick this up.
Leonard.
We'll pick this up either this coming Saturday or a different day. Probably a different day next week. Yeah, if you want to come join us on Discord, all of our links, literally, just below to everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see you guys next time. And good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
It's only 7.